going where no poop trooper has gone before.
And suddenly, the poop is on fire.
Deep from the depths of Uranus, watch your gourds and can your balls.
Oh,
Remember who has spoken, and what will be spoke. Join us
October 30th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
for the pumpkin carving contest.
First place prize brought to you by Garden State Gardener. Check them out Sundays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. First place will win a squatty potty. Runner-up will get their very own Wide Family Farm Poopoween t-shirt. Join us October 30th at 9:30 p.m.
Poop never say die.
I'm driving Uber right now, and I've been talking about Wide Family Farm and the Poopoween contest. So, what do you guys think of Wide Family Farm and the Poopoween?
Wide Family Farm, amazing. We cannot wait for Pooperine.
We can't wait for the pumpkins to be flying around, going everywhere. Awesome.
Woohoo!
When I do, it comes straight from the beaver.
Cortney's late talk. Boom. Boom. Cortney's late talk. Cortney's late talk. Boom. Cortney's late talk. Cortney's late talk. Cortney's late talk. Cortney's late, 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 late. Cortney's late. I don't know. Straight from the beat. Cortney's late talk. Cortney's late talk. Cortney's late talk. I don't always have an element, but when I do, it comes straight from the beat.
Sorry, guys. There was a ginormous lag between my streaming service and YouTube, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. But I am going to write Melon because my videos skip, and I know my videos are fine, but their countdowns also skip. So I'm just there's an issue here for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming in. Stardew, thank you for coming in. If you want to come up, you can. I think it's like 11 o'clock in India right now. So here's a link for you if you want to come up.
Oh yeah, I would love to meet you, Stardew. I've never met you before.
So yeah, come on up, hang out with us. It'd be awesome. Grammy Karen, oh my gosh, let me just go through the list and see who's all here. Thank you guys for coming in. Al was here, but he had to go to bed. So thank you for coming in. We got Gray Man Prepping. Moon over Miami. Thank you for coming in, Moon. Gear Grandin. T-Ball. Hello, T-Ball. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Our Treasured Home. Thank you. Gear, I already said that. Grammy Can's here. Thank you, Grammy Cameron, for showing up. You know, we love you. Grammy Cameron. And my cousin's here.
Oh, it's a Skinner.
It's a Skinner.
How you doing, Skinner?
A lot better.
Thank y'all for coming in.
Good.
Appreciate it.
It's good to hear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, yes. Okay. So what's going on, everybody? This is my first Friday real late night. So
yeah, covering for our fine lady.
Yes, but she next week will be doing Saturday nights, and I will be doing Friday.
Oh,
so this is gonna be my permanent spot for a while.
Okay.
Hello, shit kicker.
Hey, shit kicker.
And the one, okay, I saw you in Bushcraft, okay, because I was in Bushcraft earlier, and I almost called you shit kicker. That would have been totally wrong, and it wasn't my mistake. It was like my typing error. So I was like, oh, that would have looked so bad. I'm so sorry. I think that it didn't go through.
It wouldn't be any worse than what I said at Christmas, accidentally with autofill.
Yeah.
I've done that.
What the heck? I don't use that word. So it's like,
I kick some shit.
I sent that to a preacher one time. Like, he meaning shot rock. It didn't come out shot. It came out meaning shit rock. He's like, look at your autofill. I'm like, oh no.
Oopsie.
Oopsie. Did you guys see my video today? We show,
no, I hadn't had a chance.
We show our front doors. We show our front doors and our back doors and our windows.
Nice. Hendo told me that this morning or this afternoon.
Yeah.
Zombie! What's up, Zombie?
Hey, Zombie!
Hey, Zombie.
Rob's a good dude. Did you meet him in Kentucky, Laura?
Yes, I did. Cool guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's almost as cool as me.
Almost.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He's like, well, let's just put it this way. He doesn't put on women's stretchy pants.
Carpet bombed him.
That was good. That was real good.
I don't put on women's stretchy pants either, but I've seen a guy that did. I beat him up and took his hat too.
I think there's some video evidence of a cowboy in Kentucky.
I beat him up, beat that guy up and took his hat.
Did you?
Yeah, he's still in that back of the hotel.
Okay.
Last I heard. You're hateful.
Oh, you'll get me back, I'm sure. If you don't, shame on you.
All right, got it. Got it finished. Here you go, Courtney. I will send this to you if you want it.
Raymond.
Starship Boopers. Love it.
Yeah. If
When you
only
have
you could
to-
change the faces to our faces or something.
Oh, that's something for Joe to do.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
I grabbed them, because this is the only one I can kind of get the P to work with and work with it. But yeah, if someone's a good graphics artist, then that'd be something cool to do a. When you have to go.
You know what's funny though is that their faces look like they're all taking a dump too.
Yeah.
That's why I picked it.
They're all like,
I gotta go. Ow! I'm constipated.
oh, Lordy.
All right. So you want to go and click that down so I don't wind up getting stuck up there, or someone doesn't wind up getting stuck up
We're
there.
good.
And I will
Boy, you
forward this to boom. Okay, I just sent it to you.
Thanks. I'll share that with everybody. Yeah, if you're going to be a member of Wide Family Farm, I know God, I can't remember. Stardew. I know you said you want a poop emoji. If you want a poop emoji, you have to be a Wide Family Farm member and to use all the emojis that I have out there. So it's only 99 cents a month. I don't know what that is in your money, but
It comes with lots of perks.
it comes with lots of perks.
Yes, it does.
I gotta look on here and see what.
And there are the emojis.
Yeah, you also get a floppy cheeseburger, a snake,
A beaver.
the beaver. This penis is spoken, and a variety of different alcoholic beverages or sodas if you choose to have soda.
And the microphone.
You only have one tier, Courtney?
Mm-mm.
No,
Why is it not showing me?
it's got 3 tiers. 4 tiers?
Mm-hmm. I have 3, I think. I have the 99-cent one. I have one for $4.99, and I have a $20 one that only one person has ever bought, which I don't ever expect anybody to anyway. But I just made that tier just in case.
Who bought it? Who bought it?
Yosi.
Ah, I knew it. Is
I
it
knew-
him or Joe?
I was going to say that, but
Either him or Joe.
because I knew that he had the chicken feed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is. Like, if you buy the $20 tier for the month, then what I do is I buy a bag of chicken treats. I put your name on the chicken treats, and then I'll do a video with your name, and I feed my chickens.
And the chickens love it.
Hey, Pastor McGuady.
I do.
Hey, Pastor McGuady.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming in, hanging out with us.
How's everybody doing?
I sent Bob the link. He better come tonight.
I spent $140 at the Amish store today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would have gave me a heart attack. I spent $270 at the grocery store the other day.
Well, I was
about
buying
to die.
groceries mostly.
Yeah.
There's lots of treats in there, but
I spent about 200 the last 2 days at Sam's Club.
Yeah. Yeah. But I bought us a ton of food, so I'll be cooking a lot in the next few weeks. So
Yeah, I got to do some cooking and some freezing in the food saver bags.
yeah,
Wow.
I'm almost up to the point now where I can't buy pizza at any restaurant because I can't afford it. So I bought some DiGiorno frozen pizzas for Friday nights.
Do you have a Costco near you?
No, I have a BJ's and I have a Sam's Club, but honestly, I'd rather not drive there because it's not in a good neighborhood. It's not in a good area. And the way things are going right now, the crime rate is bad. So I just assume not go.
Yeah, I tell you, my wife has worked in pizza parlors. I've worked in pizza parlors. The Costco Kirkland 4-pack of cheese pizzas actually has the best sauce I've ever tasted on a pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I just don't want to risk it anymore. Like, I just watched the news tonight. They said the crime rate, not that I believe everything on the news, but they said the crime rate for people stealing dogs is up 30%. People just stealing dogs right out of people's front yards.
Wow, that kind of blends into what we were talking about on mine.
Good luck taking my dog.
Fry it up.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I got a Rottweiler and a boxer. Try to take one of my dogs. See how far it gets you.
My dogs would lick you to death.
Yeah.
Roman would bark at you, but an Astro would lick you to death. Unless you were trying to hurt me, then it's going down.
That's when normally my dogs are okay if they're outside and you're outside.
Mm-hmm.
But once you try to come in, that's when then one will set his big fat black butt on the freaking top step and growl and show his teeth, and the other one, the brown one, was stand inside the storm door and make you think you use your face off. I'm not sure if he would or wouldn't.
Ellie Mae, she would totally rip somebody's face off.
The
if they
most
tried to come in here.
protective dog I've ever had was a Boston Terrier.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Somebody
Me
tried
too.
to break into our house and he chased him out. And then our shepherd was like, "Oh, I gotta go protect the Boston Terrier."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
My Rottweiler will walk you to the front door, and my boxer will not let you in the front door.
Yeah.
If the Rottweiler lets you in, and that's what I tell people all the time. If you get past the dogs, you're not getting past the rest of what's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bad day.
Yeah.
Because I do have words I can say that will provoke the dogs to do things that they shouldn't do, and unless told.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be really.
So that's sort of like one of the commands is Franken beans, and they latch on down below.
It's a German word, and I won't say it because he's upstairs listening. Just like if I say
a friend of my cousins trained dogs with you say if any of the handlers that he trained to handle dog, they say Franken beans, they're latching on to the guys, woohoo, and not letting go.
So, like if I say the word, the C word, it's technically a three-letter word. Mm-hmm. So the ladies don't think I'm saying something bad. It's a three-letter word.
I just went there. I thought that, and I was like, "Damn you, Skinner!"
Because you're hateful. If I say the COW word, the Rottweiler loses his flipping mind.
Mm.
He has got to get out and go look.
Mm-hmm.
And even the other C word, she has them. Little egg-laying birds.
Mm-hmm.
And then my bacon, what do I call them? Bacon bits or anyway, bacon creatures out here.
Yeah.
He will lose his flipping mind. He has to go find them.
Mm.
Where's your that dog is freaking nuts. He is on it.
Yeah.
And he will pull the freaking door off the house trying to get out of here.
Interesting.
I have a short on that.
When my cousin had to get rid of his St. Bernard, it was a huge St. Bernard called Bono. And my cousin was training dogs. That's what he did in the military. And he goes, okay, one thing he took down, okay, this one's is totally uncontrollable. He can't, he's chewing at the house, can't do anything with him. He's not being trainable. And somebody said, somebody was there, said, we'll take him out on our farm and let him run around on our farm and stuff, which was fine until about 2 months later. He found out that the dog had killed one of the horses, brought down a horse and killed it.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's scary as hell.
Yeah. And what's even scarier is his little brother, who's 2 years younger than I am, used to ride it around the house like a horse.
Mm.
Yeah, that's scary.
I've always said that. I mean, if I have an animal that kills another critter, a chicken, a pig, something, I'm gonna take care of that. The dog, the cat, whatever it is. I can't have something. I had a mixed dog kill one of my goats. I'm like, I can't do that. I mean, at the time, the size of the goat, the calves were bringing really, really good money. Now goats and sheep are where it's at, but I'm like, I can't. What if a dog kills a 300-pound calf? I can't have that.
Right. Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Someone else's cow, I can't. If I lose one of mine,
LG, that's candy pumpkins.
That's gonna suck. But if I gotta pay for someone else's, that's really, really, really gonna suck.
There's the candy pumpkins and the candy corn together.
Cortney, do you know Nicole Chafe?
Who?
Nicole Chafe.
Yeah.
She said tell you that she loves you.
Aw.
That's sweet.
That's sweet. Well, I love her too.
Life joined.
Yeah, her and Al good people.
Oh, look who it is. It's the fishes.
Hey,
and
fishes.
She was muted for a second. Oh, you better get unmuted, girl. I know. Sorry, I had you on the other panel there.
How you doing, love?
Good. Yeah, Nicole's awesome. Yeah, all right. I'm hanging in there. If you hear me clinking, it's Mom's bracelet. I now understand when you see people who wear a lot of jewelry, it's not just in like some kind of poor fashion sense. They've got probably a lot of memorial jewelry on them.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, Tibor, hard to choose between them. So I just
look, it's
all of it.
I just put it all on, all of it. Yeah, they're already trying to plan a memorial. Like my uncle and my sister's like, I don't want to be left out. I'm like, I do. I don't want a memorial trip. Not another one. I'll do a memorial at the beach with my kids, and because we gave Mom what she wanted, and that was to stay home. And
yeah.
That memorial is about you guys, not about Mom. She never wanted one. So
right.
And she loved the beach. But plus, if you go on a trip with kids, it's like that's the last thing. I mean, guess what? We're going up for a memorial. Yay!
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that. I was physically sick at my father's, physically ill. I don't want to do that to my kids. So anyway, other than the poor as me, look at my cool light. I got it at Walmart tonight.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that neat? It's on sale.
Ooh.
It's like one of those like
fancy
expensive ones for $29.
You make me want to turn on my light now. Let me get on my phone.
Yours is really cool. I just can't find the right it's got this thing where it's shaped this way. It needs smaller. Can't find the right setting to where it's behind my head, not in my face, and you can actually see it. But, it kind of matches. Look at that. It matches your background kind of when it turns that.
Yeah.
Wee. Oh, I like
Carol,
it.
tape it to the back of the chair, aiming backwards.
Oh,
there you go. Or you could hold it there with the with the cord.
Okay.
There's a certain person that would always come on with epilepsy. We lost her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I would purposely flash my lights.
Oh.
I said,
You know who it is.
You're going beyond hell. You're going to outer darkness.
I think I am.
I know who it is.
Huh?
You know who it is?
You do?
I've been with you since almost
Since
the
the
beginning.
beginning of time.
And then
Yeah.
you found out you were her cousin.
Then I was like, what the hell am I doing here? I should have stayed away a long time ago. So I said, I was on Nicole's live, and she's like, where'd you go? I said, my cousin's live. She goes, oh, I'll tell her I love her. I'm like, do you even know her? She goes, yeah. And
there's Bob.
It's Bob. Bob, I sent the link to your email.
And Bob's going, and I got to go into my email.
I'll tell her I love her. No, I already told you that.
Tell her we all love her. She's pretty cool.
Yeah, Nicole's a pretty cool chick.
Check on my birthday.
Yeah.
He's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
But I'll go check on my brisket. I'll be back.
Okay. You guys all really know what he has to do. He has to take a big shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how that
No,
goes.
yeah, it's really good. Brisket this freaking wedding. Yes. Asshole.
My goodness.
I just got called an asshole on my own panel.
Yes, you did.
He said, "You guys."
And you're still fired, Courtney. You're still fired.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Doing good, thank
Hey,
you.
Hooga. Good to see you. Hooga.
Oh, I'm sorry, fishes. Well, if it comes back up, come back up because we love you.
Yeah, I lost power here for about 6 hours today.
Oh my goodness, why?
I heard that transformer cracking kind of sound. Jeet, 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 bunk, gone.
Bad transformer though.
Something. Yeah, they got it fixed back up pretty quick though.
Yeah.
That's good.
So long as it's not raining, transformers can be changed out. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it done pretty quick, and I didn't miss a beat, man. I got all my stuff, even though stuff's in boxes. I still just dug it out, ate 2 meals, brewed some coffee. Like no problem, you know.
Do you have a gas stove?
No, well, I got propane. It's on my channel there. I got a propane thing. I just put a big old kettle on there and 2 cans of soup, and I got a stainless steel old coffee percolator. Put that on there, and we're good.
That's why you told me I was fired because I commented and I said, "How are you making this video?"
Telephone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, Courtney's a big asshole, and if she wasn't my cousin, I'd poke her in her left eye with my skull finger.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty hard.
You're making Bob look good up there.
Yeah. Well, there's Mrs. Just a second. Hey, Nicole.
But I do love her, and if anyone tries to hurt her, I will hunt you down, and I'm gonna stop.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to eat them like Bob said they would, like he would. Bob said he was going to eat them.
No, I'm not gonna eat them. I'm not gonna eat them. I'm just gonna feed them to pigs. Even though she says, no, he's in it.
Hi, Joe.
He's gonna check on stupid meat.
Good to see you.
Famous for his meat. Brilliant, Skinner. Brilliant. Laurie Shooter Ward. What the hell? Why'd you let me name my channel at?
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Well,
what I
me and
missed?
Laura were friends, and she let me put my logo up as famous for my meat.
Hmm.
I didn't hear what you said or understood it.
It don't matter.
Something about his logo and his meat.
Oh.
Yeah, Laura was supposed to help me stop that whole deal, but she didn't. She failed miserably. So
I'm fired. Am I fired?
no,
No.
you're gonna be miserable with me.
I'm just on probation.
I'll be right back, guys.
I'm in timeout.
Skinner's still on live while he enjoys the go. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I'm lost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he enjoys the pooping.
We all know what he was really doing.
No,
Hey, Tibor.
I pooped this morning.
He's a regular. He goes every morning.
Oh, I thought you said he's irregular. Oh, Lord.
Cougars.
Cougars? God, I can't hear tonight.
Goober.
I really can't hear her. I don't know what my problem is. I might have to put my headphones on.
Are your ears plugged or something?
Yeah, it must be.
Funny people.
No, I don't have television. So I haven't seen a Charmin commercial since Super Bowl like 2003.
When are Super Bowls going to be on Amazon?
All right, I can't hear a damn thing.
You still coming out of it, Skinner?
The fire. You'll I'll hang out and chat.
I'm going to put on my headphones too. I can't hear anything either.
Oh my gosh, that's a little bit better. Yes, indeed. I can hear. Oh, he said he's going to hang out in the chat. You shouldn't. Oh. You just get down. You just get down like that. Goofy.
He's mad.
Is he really?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just saying that. Just.
Oh yeah, I can hear so much better.
I can too. I can't hear anybody.
I'm starting to feel like I was deaf there for a minute. Or going deaf.
Yeah. Yep. Where'd Bob go?
He's pooping.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Bob is pooping. Hello, our treasured home. Oh, you're going to bed. Okay. Have a wonderful evening.
Yep. Good night. Good night. Sleep well. God
Have
bless
a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Oh, so you know what? We were talking the other day about Mary Todd Lincoln, right? And
yeah.
You said she's a mystic.
And yeah.
Just didn't get to that chapter yet. So
that she was what, a spiritualist? I think she was.
She wasn't. They didn't say that she was a spiritualist. What they said is that she sought spiritualists and mediums and stuff like that to connect with her son and all the people that she lost in her life. So, but it was mostly after her son died. But she did try to connect with her mom when she was a little bit younger, too. And I guess it was pretty big then, like bigger than it is now even.
Yeah.
Because so many people lost, kids and family members, and then the wars and how brutal those were, and, all of that stuff. And I was just like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was really popular during the Victorian period.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, she used to go to seances all the time and stuff like that. And
yeah.
The whole circle thing with, that you see in classic movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
She said that she would see her son at the end of her bed and he'd smile and wave at her.
Really?
Yeah. The son that died from both of her sons got sick that were in the White House, the younger boys, because of, I forget the disease that comes, basically there was poop in the rivers because they had them troops camped out by the lakes and the rivers, and they didn't have any latrines. And so even the White House was affected by the
dysentery.
Dysentery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really bad.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah. That was a lot of people died from that back then.
Yeah. Dysentery, cholera. Her dad died of cholera. Yeah.
Yeah. Disease has killed more human beings than war or famine or anything.
Well, it was funny because it was the war that killed her son, basically. Because of the war, because of those troops being out there, it killed her son.
Where was this?
Mary Todd Lincoln's son William in the White House.
Yeah.
So the
That's
White
very
House was
interesting.
affected by it. Yeah.
Huh.
I was like, huh. And that was
What killed her son? I can't remember.
dysentery.
What was it? Dysentery. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just didn't understand germs.
Yeah. So I think they were just starting to understand it then.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And there was a lot of pushback on these things called germs. No, they're not.
Yeah. They had a hard time understanding it because you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, really, you think about it, it makes sense. You know, they can't see it, can't understand it.
Right.
Yeah.
It was actually nurses that discovered if you clean their wounds more, like, you know, victims of war and stuff like that, if you clean their wounds more, they healed quicker, you know, and changed their Band-Aids because they used to put the Band-Aid on and just leave it. And it's like, no, if you changed it every day and cleaned the wound, then it actually healed better.
It's still being done today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, typhus is a bad one. You guys have heard of that before, haven't you? Typhus. That happens over in tropical countries when the monsoon season and all the feces that are buried, you know, around comes to the surface and starts flowing, and it gets all over people's food and their hands, and next thing you know, Where'd Josh go? What happened to Josh?
He got down.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't.
He's busy cooking a brisket.
Cooking brisket. Okay.
Should have told him to take his laptop out there and so we could have watched him cook brisket.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Yep.
We'd all be sitting here.
I was like, I gotta tell Cortney I was wrong. She was right. Well, I mean, it didn't say that she was one of those, but yeah, I mean, everybody was desperate to connect with their loved ones because, I mean, she lost her mother when she was 6 years old. She lost, you know, brothers, and then lost 3 children of her own, and, you know, watched her mother lose children, and, you know, and then she lost her dad when she was a little bit older. But, you know, it's just like so much death, you know?
Yeah.
From what I remember reading about her, it sounds like she just basically lost it.
Yeah, she did.
She had a mental breakdown when
when her son William died. That's when she had the breakdown, and she was in the White House, and they were about to put her in a home. She was that crazy, and it was the going to try to make these connections and believing that she was making connections that kind of brought her out of it. Yeah.
Well, that's what Harry Houdini spent a large part of his career was exposing charlatans in the in that topic of he. And I guess he's exposed a lot of them because a lot of folks were taking advantage of people who were in grief, and I'm glad he did that. Somebody should have.
Well, they said that there was more mystics, and all those people, mediums and all those people at that time, and there was quite a few that were taking advantage of people, and are just I mean, the table would bounce around and it was their legs or whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, where there's, yeah. In every religion, there's people that fake crap. Every religion. In the Christian religion too. I mean, we've got people that fake crap, and God comes through sometimes despite it. But so.
Yep.
Okay.
Brunch.
Yeah. So it was just interesting.
No, it is interesting. And yes, there are a lot of fake people out there. Like I've had people tell me some whacked out stuff. So
Oh yeah. Oh. I have a hard time holding my tongue with liars.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, it gives any real person that's trying to do something a bad name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
It frustrates me because I could call them out, but it's like, not here.
Stardew!
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming up.
Our friend.
Stardew.
Hey, our friend from India. Good evening.
Nice to meet you, Stardew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Laura. Laura from Hedgehog's Homestead.
I'm Crazy Hair Carol from Fish's Website. Do I do this stuff?
Real life.
Mm-hmm.
Cortney, Mr. Bob.
Mr. Bob.
Mr. Bob, my
Hello.
uncle is a retired Air Force officer in India.
Right on.
Oh, sweet.
Right
That's
on.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah. I did a 4-year enlistment, and glad I did, because after that I was hired on by Boeing Commercial Aircraft and worked there for 30 years. The Air Force got me into that job because all the training that they gave me, and boom, I was in one of the best jobs in the States.
Awesome.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's so nice to have you up here. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
What kind of season are you guys over there right now? Like, what kind of season are you in?
It's supposed to be winter, but it's been raining for days. So I don't know what exactly is happening out there.
So basically, you're in Ohio weather.
Seattle weather, rains every day.
It rains all the time here.
We're summer in South Florida. That's what we have. Is rain through South Florida during the summer.
Yeah, our winter it doesn't rain, so.
I know ours was too dry last year. That's how Glenn lost his bananas, his praying bananas.
Oh, really?
Dried up.
Oh.
I think all the beach cities have the same weather. It just rains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Well, it picks up so much moisture from the ocean. And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got a craving today for seaweed, and I haven't eaten it in forever. Last time I ate it, I couldn't bear it. Before that, I was addicted to it, and now I don't know. I might have started a new addiction again. Yum.
I can't stand that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can crumble it up and use it like salt.
Yeah.
You don't have to eat it like this. You can just crumble it up and use it like salt. It's great for iodine.
Mm.
For natural
Interesting.
iodine.
Yeah, you won't catch me eating that shit. Sorry.
It tastes terrible.
It's fishy.
Stardew, are you in in the tropical zone of India or the desert, or what's?
So I stay in a city. It's like 3,000 meters above sea level. We have mountains here.
Yeah.
These mountains are kind of like a pilgrimage center. They have like a huge temple out there, the Hindu temple.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the second largest, richest Hindu pilgrimage center in the world.
Wow.
Right on. Right
That's
on.
fascinating. That's so cool.
Yeah, people actually they flow from all places, all cities. But you know what? If you come to visit my city to the temple, you have to be a convert, like a Hindu convert. I can go because I'm a Christian. So they just like stop me at the gates. They'll check my ID and see the religion there.
Yeah.
If it says
Oh.
if it doesn't say Hindu, then you're not allowed.
Oh
wow.
Oh, I'll be darned.
So, do you
it
face
says
any threats being a Christian in the area? Like, if you would go out and proselytize, would something happen to you?
Yeah, I can't. We can't actually proselyte. We cannot actually share about Bible or stuff. We just can't talk about religion here.
Yeah. No, I saw a
Oh.
special with Americans who were going and playing.
It's
Christian
very
music.
liberal here in the U.S.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been turned away from any religious organization. I never. They let you in. You know, no matter who you are, you can come in.
Right.
It's different though, right? It's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a separation from the old world to the new world. The U.S. and Canada, Mexico is a new world. The old world, it has their rigid standards that they would not bend. So the new world is like, forget all that. Start over again. Let's do this. Let's do this right. You know.
Well, I think that also comes with freedom of religion here in the United
Constitution.
States.
Yeah,
the Constitution,
Yeah.
Because we have that freedom that we're a little more open to.
Yeah. We forget that there's countries like that where Christians
Yeah.
are still persecuted.
Yeah.
If they open their mouth.
Actually, it was better, but the new prime minister that we have is a conservative. So he is like a what do you call a person who spreads his religion? Radical. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Right. Yeah, then don't say anything that might get you into trouble over
Yeah.
there.
I mean, President
Oh,
Trump,
wow.
when he visited our country, it was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
Stuff was really easy here. We were allowed to meet in public for any
Yeah.
religious activities. But since your presidency changed with Biden, it just things got complicated here. I mean, we
All
are not
over.
no more.
Oh,
It's in every country. You watched it
Yeah,
get
and
complicated.
we don't even get visas for students who are applying for university in US to study there.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, we asked to stay for 800 days after
Here?
you apply to university to get a visa. 800 days.
I don't know.
Huh.
Wow.
And also, we didn't support Ukraine. We supported Russia, so that's a big deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All of this messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't blame you.
Government overreach into our normal lives. I
Yeah.
don't like that. No matter what government it is, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we on
So-
Corky's Mojo? Or
No, we are on wide.
Wide.
Oh.
Okay.
okay. I have to be careful then.
Yep.
Because YouTube is like that. It's like a government.
Yeah, it hears and sees everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. It's
So, so do you live on a farm, right? You have a homestead?
Yes.
Cool. I mean, how many animals and stuff do you have? Like, do you only have chickens or?
I have 30 chickens. No, 23, and I have some couple of turkeys and some rabbits.
Nice.
Right on.
I knew about the rabbits. I think I saw a video of one of your turkeys, so that's cool.
Oh yeah. I also have. I also bought some Australian budgies. You guys know that?
Yeah.
They're little parrot, a small parrot type of birds.
Okay.
Yeah, we
People
call them
love them.
parakeets.
Yeah. Which one do you have? The Australian budgie.
Australian budgie. I have.
I mean, the coloring. Like, what's the coloring like of them?
I have the blue with white, the green one, and there's another one which looks like a dove. So it's like a
Wow.
color of mud or something.
Really pretty.
Interesting.
We had 2 parrotlets, but just as pets. We didn't breed them. They did breed one time, but the mom was not a good mom, or the female was not a good mom. Yeah, she kicked them out. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't breed you too. But yeah, I love little birds and birds in general. I was taking pictures yesterday of the fish eating stuff in the canal, and all of a sudden we had starlings, the European starlings, in our tree. I was hoping they were the waxwings, the Cedarville waxwing. They'll come when we have berries in the tree, and they'll just come and enjoy themselves. But that's usually more into winter, and because I don't know if places stay warm where they come from.
Oh, you got turkeys too.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm on your
in the side chat.
Oh, I could probably grab it.
Can you grab it? Okay.
Yeah, because wait.
We don't have starlings here, but we have its relative. We call them as minor, Indian minor, MYNA.
Minor bird.
Yeah, minor bird. Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
We
I've seen them.
actually capture them when they're young, and they teach them how to talk to you.
Yeah. Okay. I have heard of them. They're real smart.
They're everywhere here. They're like pests. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the starlings. You don't want them. The European starlings. They'll push out.
Yeah, they imported those to the United States from Scotland a long time ago. Yeah,
they're horrible birds.
But
they'll clean out a cherry tree in an instant. Same with those waxwings.
Yeah,
the gross waxwing grosbeaks. Those came out of Canada down to to Washington State in the wintertime to escape the freezing temperature.
Yeah, we have the cedar ball, I guess.
Waxwing grosbeak.
Thank you guys for coming in. I know we got like 3 more people, so they're lurkers apparently. So thank you.
Lurking's fine.
Lurking is all good.
Yep. Give her some watch hours. Sorry, I'm gonna take the charm bracelet off. I can't handle the sound it's making on.
There's his channel. It's actually a video. I couldn't get the channel link. Find the channel link.
Oh, thanks for sharing that out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Cedar waxwing. Now I'm looking them up. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm subscribed to your channel now.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll check your channel also.
Thank you.
Hedgehogs. Do you have hedgehogs? Really?
No, and it's just Hedgehog's Homestead. It's not Laura Hedgehog's Homestead. Yeah, no, I don't have hedgehogs.
No.
It's a play off our last name. So.
Oh.
Yeah. My husband was called a hedgehog a lot, so I don't know why he was called a hedgehog. But it's just they played with his last name and they called him Hedgehog. Plus, his brothers were really into the hedgehog, the little video game hedgehog guy.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
So, yeah.
They released the movie also. It's cool.
Yeah.
The hedgehog movie.
Yeah.
I have a friend in California. So she did show me some of the stuff that's happening there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's on ration. They ration the water. It's just like our country, just like mine.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They can fix
Great
that.
Granny.
By the way, your English is impeccable.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm an ESL teacher here. So
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So your accent has to be better, spot on. So while you're teaching other people English,
Yes.
is that okay? That's awesome.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it is. It's very
That is
good.
cool.
Hey, Rebel. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Rebel.
Tammy.
Tammy.
My computer's so slow. I'm like, where's she? Oh.
You know, Bob, when you started saying her name like that, a theme song from a movie from back in the 60s popped into my mind.
What was that?
Tammy's in love.
I don't remember that one.
I
Sorry.
don't either. I wasn't around in the
Too
60s, though,
young.
so.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah, I have to say, Dancing Alone with Rentals really is probably one of my favorite YouTube names out there. I just think it's hilarious.
That is
Dancing Alone with Rentals.
With rentals.
That's a cool name.
It's hilarious. Makes me laugh every time I read it.
Tammy straightened that right out. She's like, no, not in love. Nope. Don't start any rumors.
So, Star, do you sell your eggs or anything like that since you have so many chickens, or are they just all for your family, or what do you do with that?
It's quite new. I'm really new to the homesteading.
Mm-hmm.
We used to live in a city, so we moved after the COVID hit.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
We were like, we have to be self-reliant. We have to grow our own food. So we kind of bought this farm, and right now we are having the eggs for ourselves. Probably in the future, I might sell some.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what was
That's
it
great.
like? What was it like there during that time?
During COVID, there were so many deaths. I mean, there was a hospital which I witnessed while I was driving. I mean, we have this two-wheeler scooter thingies here. You might know, most of the European countries have. So I was driving by, and this hospital was like dumping bodies in a huge truck.
Oh.
In a body bags, and that was a scene that I could never forget. I lost so many of my friends and relatives to COVID. Not because of the curfew that we had here, but we ran out of hospital space.
Yeah.
We ran out of oxygen. Yeah.
Oh wow.
We had to import from the north. I mean, northern part of India is well developed. It's really good there. All the facilities are good. So we had to import, and the oxygen tanks came in late, and we had a power cut. Can you imagine? We had a power cut,
No.
and 13 people died under a minute because of loss of power.
Oh.
One of person who died was my aunt. So
I'm sorry.
it was really a bad time.
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
Our media didn't show you actually. It never left. The actual numbers are really high.
Wow. That's awful.
We had few cities that ran out of shelter. I mean, you can see you don't see the cell signals anymore. There are so many cities like that, small cities. People died, nobody knows. And
Wow.
Terrible.
That many. Wow.
Wow.
We had it pretty easy
we
here.
still have deaths here, 2 to 3, 4 a day, but nobody talks about that. They just kept a lid on it. Like people may panic, so we just wear a mask and expect things to be all right.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of reports though telling you that on TV? Like, is there a lot of reports that are saying that?
We just witnessed with our
on
own
your
eyes.
on your TV, like your news reporting.
Local
'Cause
channels.
We had channels. Yeah.
If there are 100 deaths, they'll tell like 20 people died.
Yeah. They did that in America, and we found out they were falsifying stuff to scare
My
people.
cousins work in hospitals. They are doctors. They are
Yeah.
nurses and
He's
also-
saying the opposite, though. He's saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand what he's saying. I'm just trying to figure out where the
Oh,
the figures are coming from, because we were lied to with ours.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, let's not talk too deeply.
yeah,
into
let's
that.
not talk. Yeah, can't really talk about it anymore. Yay!
Enough of the red dragon.
Yeah.
Can't really.
Yeah, we
say that.
usually call it something else here when we talk about it.
We
if
can't even
talk
say the
about it.
word. Yeah.
Yeah.
I call it the hibbida jibbida, or the red dragon.
Yeah, the red dragon.
Red dragon.
I call
Yeah.
it parallel.
Why red dragon?
I don't know.
Because it's from the land of the red dragon.
Oh, Oh, yeah,
okay.
that's why.
Makes sense.
The year of the rat.
Yeah.
No, that was the other one. That was the plague. Bubonic plague.
Yeah. And when I won't say it, but when I hear what they're doing now,
Oh, yeah.
my goodness. Yeah.
It's all about control.
Yeah.
All about control.
Anyway. Yeah. Good times, guys. How's everything going?
Wonderful.
Well,
wonderful.
Transition now for that. Yeah.
After the power came back on, I got my fix of Ledge Dancer videos, and
Oh, there you go.
I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good.
I'm so glad you got your fix. Oh my God, for real?
Yeah, it's like cinnamon mouthwash.
Yeah, that's popular around here among the young people. Cinnamon
Sometimes
whiskey.
you need a little
tasty.
This was a 1965 TV series called Tammy. It was only on for one season, but it had, Frank McGrath's character actor, a lot of movies, Denver Pyle. A lot of these guys were fairly well known, actors around, and they were in it. And it was, when I watched it, I thought it was pretty good. I was only 8 years old at the time, but hey, I liked it.
Yeah.
But the theme song was "Tammy's in Love," and what it had to do with "Tammy's in Love."
Was she in love with Peter Tate?
Yes, she was.
I thought so.
And which one was Tammy?
Tammy is Debbie Watson up here in the upper left, and the one below her was Peter Tate, her love interest. Her uncle, her grandfather, and other people around involved in it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a pretty. I don't know. I liked it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't hilarious like Petticoat Junction, but it was. I think that's the thing was it wasn't comedy, and what people wanted comedy at the time.
Yeah. So.
Go ahead.
I guess I'm like
it's all asking Stardew questions now.
Stardew
questions. Let's Stardew questions.
So, what sort of TV shows did you have when you were young?
Did they have any like that? You? Well, then again, we get Bollywood from India, so yeah, I'm sure you did.
I think growing up, I watched a lot of cartoons. TV shows I started watching since 2005. I think it was first show was Mentalist something. I'm not sure.
That was a good show.
That was a good show.
That was a
Mentalist,
good show.
Yeah. I also watched Friends.
My mom is 75 and is obsessed with Friends.
Really?
Yeah, she can't stop watching it. And then tonight on Dateline, they were interviewing one of the people. I guess they were on drugs or something. Matt, what's his name? No.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like, I have to watch that tonight. I'm like, okay, Mom. You go ahead and watch that.
Him and the guy that played Chandler. Chandler had a bad
that Chandler
problem.
guy. Yeah, Matthew Perry. Yeah,
he had a bad drug problem. It
Yeah,
showed
he
in
did.
the show because he dropped a ton of weight. And you saw it. Something was going on.
Yeah, and he drove into
That was
somebody's
wrong.
house.
Yeah, it wasn't
and-
him. It was the other character that lived in the apartment with him. It was Chandler.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Stardew, but
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
writing a book. Chandler's
Yeah.
writing a book too about his life. That's probably why they have him on, and she wants to watch it. Because I just read something about he made out with Sally Bertinelli. Is that her? No. Who's Eddie Van Halen's ex-wife? Is that right? What's her name?
Valerie.
Bertinelli. Valerie. Made out with Valerie Bertinelli next to Eddie Van Halen practically while he was passed out because they were starring in a show together, and they both kind of had the hots for each other. And then Valerie kind of blew it off after it happened.
He had a
big
thing when he was on Friends that he hit on a lot of ladies.
Oh, I'm
a
sure.
lot of the people.
This was
that came on
before
the show.
Friends, I think. Before he was on Friends, he was because she looked really young. And
They were paid so much for that show.
yeah, $1 million an episode.
$1
they don't
million
have to work anymore if they don't want to.
Now you're lucky if you get paid. Oh, what is it? $1,000. It's like the base rate is $1,000 a day. So for a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's crazy. If you get paid that much, there's no way. It's not happening now. So
I'm surprised. I would think those certain
I'll
names
go
still
up on
come in
TV for
plenty.
$1,000 a day.
Me too.
Yeah. I've worked 7 days a week.
That's some serious money.
Hey,
too,
Diggs! What's up, Diggs?
Hey, Diggs.
Timur has a question. Is India panicked over the world oil supply problems?
We got 35% discount from Russia, so I guess we are good.
Yeah, they like you. It sounds like because you
Yeah,
support.
it's Puddin. Puddin.
Pudding.
Puddin.
Pudding man. The pudding man.
Puddin man. Puddin
And
must
also-
really like y'all.
Pudding.
Puddin.
Yeah, and also we have like 200 Russians living in my city. They are like, what do you call them? Hindu gurus now.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I mean, there's a temple called International Hare Krishna, some blah blah blah. So all the teachers, all the gurus are there, Russians and Germans.
I'll be
Oh,
darned.
it's the Hare Krishnas. Yeah,
Yeah, you can see them everywhere,
Joined
wearing
them
like
for a little while
rolling
here.
and roaming around half naked with
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
With the
poncho
sheet.
stuff.
Yeah, with a little pony. Do they still do the little ponytail so they can be yanked up to heaven quickly, or whatever it is they believe, where they can just?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what it's for. Yeah.
you can spot an Indian walking around half naked like that here. They dress really good, even though they're.
Yeah.
But
I definitely wouldn't be walking around half naked anywhere.
No, me either.
No, I'm good.
I'd be hauled. If I was walking around half naked, they'd haul me before the Hague for war crimes against humanity.
Well, I took my shirt off at the beach in the Philippines, and the Philippine Air Force asked me to put it back on because my white
Really?
skin was blinding air traffic.
That's nice.
I believe it.
It's bright down there. It's brighter than the sun.
Yeah.
My eyes.
Spot those
It's from the Krusty Krab. I don't remember the reference.
I am like, I got tan lines. I got the farmer's tan right now because you know the shirt. You lift up the shirt a little bit and you got that farmer's tan. I don't know if it will go away this winter, but
No, Dig. See, we might turn. It might turn around, and we'll find out that he wasn't.
Once you
really
go
the
tan, you
problem.
ain't gonna go back.
My computer's acting up too. I think it's the internet tonight,
Right on,
or
right.
or I'm being attacked.
I like the brown women. I like.
Might have been a melon, but my Wi-Fi completely went out. I had to reset.
have you met Bob?
I'm a dirty old man. My
Bob,
my wife
Bob
is a
is
Filipina.
from. Okay, so we are
Yeah.
all from the United States. Bob is from Mars.
I'm the older generation. I'm not woke. I see a
Not
beautiful
woke.
woman. I go, God damn, look at the butt on that one. Look at that. You know, that's how I am. Married to a Filipina, and once you go brown, you never go back.
Yes. That's... you're married to a Filipino?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
It's,
I think
14
it's a
years.
Filipino, or he's married to a man. If you say Filipino,
No, it's okay. I understand.
is it either? Okay.
Either
Well,
one.
no, because he teaches English, so he I think appreciates
Well, yeah,
the dialect difference.
the proper way to say it for a female is Filipina.
Oh, okay.
Because they were a colony of Spain for about 300 years. So
Yeah,
Filipina,
O would be male and
for
A
male,
would be
A is
female.
for female. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, that makes
Aunt and Fred's. I can't read the rest of it.
Aunt and Fred's shit show.
Oh,
in
welcome.
general,
Bob's
if
from Alabama.
Alabama, I'm from Washington State. No, in general, if you want to call them, if you want to if you want to call them in
Hi,
one
Aunt and
single
friends.
term, would be Pinoy.
Pinoy.
That's what they call each other. Pinoy, Pinoy. Yeah. Mhm.
Pinoy.
Oh, that was a good one, Aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Bob,
I
you
don't
from
wanna kick my
Alabama?
butt later.
No. I'm from Washington State.
No, you're
Um,
from.
Oh, it's the
No,
shite.
you're from
I'm
the
a-
ball sack of America.
the ball sack. Carol's
The
from
balls.
from the
Yeah.
He's
dangly
not
wall.
that
Yeah.
close to the wiener.
I'm
where
from
at.
Oregon, but now I live in Tennessee.
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 Tennessee,
Mhm.
Texas.
Yeah.
Tennessee
The
State.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
Tennessee
state of
is a state.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
Tennessee,
song. It says, "All my exes live in Texas, but I hang my
Mhm.
hat in Tennessee."
Yep.
Yeah.
All
That means where he
my
lives.
exes
That's where
live
he
in Texas.
lives is Tennessee. Where they hang their hat is where they live. That's what it
Mhm.
means.
Yeah. That's
I
what it
learned
means.
more about a lot about America through songs, TV shows, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
movies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I learned Spanish when I was in college. I completely forgot it. Now my brain just dropped it out. But I learned Spanish by watching the Spanish soap operas.
It's the
Spanish
same way.
soap
The
operas.
Spanish soap
Oh,
operas
okay.
and
So
the Indian
my-
soap opera is the same. They just cry a
Yep.
lot. Too much.
Yeah, they
too
just
much
cry a lot.
emotion.
Yeah.
I
So,
love
like, a lot of sleeping with each other.
Spanish soap operas because they're so dramatic.
Yeah, very so dramatic. I think I saw a few Spanish soap operas. Even Korean, they are
Mhm.
so dramatic now.
Yes.
Korean soap operas.
Oh yeah, my mom watched those for a little while. She was so sucked in.
They
to the
keep
Korean soap
crying.
operas.
Even the men cry. I mean, come on.
Mhm.
You know
They
what's
star,
popular? You know what's popular with a lot of American women
Hmm?
is Middle Eastern soap operas and TV shows.
Middle East,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
like Jewish.
No,
No.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Like
And
the
Middle East is like
Tan
Arabic, right?
like Arabic, yeah,
Really?
Okay.
like Egypt and yeah.
Man,
Let me ask
I
you
must,
this.
I must really be out of it because right now I'm watching a lot of Chinese TV shows.
Why?
Hey,
Really?
Stardew,
would
I
you-
gotta.
It's not so. There's no crying. There's none of this. None of this.
No,
none of
there's no
the
emotions.
Oh, there is emotions,
They're not allowed.
but there's none of the other. There's none of the drama.
They
It's
just
pretty much
fly-
straight. It's
You just
straightforward.
don't
Yeah.
see it.
Fight each other on the rooftops. Like
Yeah.
That too. They do have
Yeah.
that in some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Wire
Oh yeah,
fighters.
the movies. I like
Hey,
those. Like
Stardew,
Jackie
I gotta
Chan.
ask you: is it
Yeah,
in the
Yes, I
I like
Philippines?
Jackie Chan.
In the Philippines,
Hmm.
anything Korean is the bomb, especially to the young women. The Korean love dramas, makeup, hairstyles. Is
Mhm.
it the same in India? That the young ladies like anything Korean?
right now, yes, I think it's Gen Z. It's all about Korean right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Previously, it was all gold. I mean, you
Yep.
can see
Mhm.
young women. They just walk around with how many grams is that? 30, 40 grams of gold on them.
Uh huh.
But now it's like more makeup and
Makeup.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Korean type of hairstyles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big Korean Japanese.
They all look
swing
like
in America.
dolls. You know, they sell
Yeah,
those.
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
stores,
They
like
got
dolls.
so much makeup on.
dolls.
They look like
Okay.
Yeah,
plastic.
they like to look
They
like
look like
dolls.
they're
That's
plastic.
also a
And
Japanese
that,
thing.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
Japanese.
It is. Because
Yeah.
like 15 years ago in the Philippines, it was all Japanese. Anything Japanese was the
Mhm.
bomb. Now it's
Yeah.
Korea. Yeah.
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 It's both here, at least with my daughter's age group. She's
Well,
24.
those Koreans are good
Korean
at
makeup
marketing,
is
aren't
big
they?
though. Yeah. Probably good
Yeah,
marketing.
the South
Mhm.
Korea. I mean,
Korean, what do you say? Skincare. The skincare
Yeah.
is very big
Mm.
here in
Mhm.
America right now.
Even my daughter has
Okay.
got Korean makeup and Korean da 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 da
Mhm.
da da everything, you know. So.
But some of the shows are popular that are Japanese for the kids.
Mhm.
if
Oh.
you
Some of them not so great. Yeah.
if you
Some-
remember an episode from The Friends where Joey has a lipstick on, like a lipstick for men,
Mhm.
that's
Yes.
true actually.
Mhm.
That's true. I have a friend who told me, yes, we have a lipstick for men here.
Oh,
It's
Wow.
more
my
like
gener my
tinted lip
generation
balm, maybe.
my generation star did not do lipstick.
Yeah, no.
No. No, you
Dad
get
did.
beaten up
Thanks for
really
that.
bad. You would get beaten
Maybe,
up really bad.
maybe in MASH.
Yeah, only
Yeah,
Klinger. Was it
mash.
Klinger? Who was the one who did that? Was it Klinger?
Yeah.
Who was the one who always dressed up? Yeah, like a female.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. To get out, and they were
To
like,
get out
"Oh,
of the
you're
army.
not-
To try to
Mhm.
get out of the army, it didn't work
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Did I remind
No,
everybody
you're not
for
mentally insane.
put on the
Sorry.
lipstick?
All right.
Mhm.
I got to get going, folks.
I
All
need
right,
a
bye, Gil.
chapstick.
All right. See y'all
Chapstick
later.
on.
Have a good night.
Bye, Mr. Grey
Night.
Good night, Gil.
Look, I'll show you something, Courtney, just for you, since you appreciate stuff like this.
Oh, I do too. Oh,
Mom's
pretty.
wedding.
Ooh.
Mom's wedding band. That garnet
Mhm.
band right there is my great grandmother's engagement ring. My mom had this redone. It used to be just on a platinum band. That was her engagement ring from my dad.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I knew you'd like them.
Yeah.
But this
that's
one, it
beautiful.
looked like more like butterflies connected before she had to get it sized, and it like it stretched the whole thing out.
Mm.
But still, I'm so
Oh,
That
grateful.
is beautiful.
So grateful that my aunt and uncle could hide it and it didn't disappear.
Yeah.
Oh
really.
yeah.
Yeah. Bob knows. He understands those kind of
Yeah, you and
things.
I have talked
and
about
what
that.
I was wearing before. Look, my mom had. Look at how cute this is. Wait, can I do it? It's me.
Aww.
Little cute.
Mm-hmm.
And they had their star signs. This must have been 69.
Carol
when they
just
met.
lost her mother, so
Yeah, this must have been 69,
Oh,
like
so
the
sorry
first
to hear that.
Christmas. Thank you. But I'm just, finding her jewelry that I'm so excited that it's here, that my siblings didn't take it.
Yeah, don't tell them that she had it.
Yeah.
I would not. No, just don't say
No,
a
I'm not
dang
telling
word.
them. No, my sister's aware. That's why I don't want to go and do any kind of memorial with her, because I don't want her
Trying to get stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened
Gosh,
after my
people,
mom
man.
passed away. The greed came out. Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
I don't want anything from my mom's other than maybe some jewelry or something, because
don't want to get involved.
it's not worth the headache of what's going to
Yeah.
happen when my mom passes away.
That's horrible.
She just needs a will. My mom.
Well, she
had
has a
one,
will, but
disappeared. Yeah.
It's still going to hit the fan.
Yeah, true.
So.
I'm gonna get sucked into this vortex soon, up into the nebulas.
I hope I die far away from here.
Yeah.
Far away. Way over in the Philippines. I hope that's where I pass away. Stay.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, too
Bob
bad.
has a home. Bob actually has a home in the Philippines too. Started.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd like to move and figure out how to conceal my address. My friends here can maybe help me with that.
Asians love American men. I've seen
Yeah,
that.
that's true. That's true.
I saw that in Walmart today. A little Asian woman with a tall, white American man. Like
you see
that's
that
everywhere here.
You see that a lot, especially with the military men.
Oh yeah.
Well, even my neighbor, not
they love the
military, he
abs.
married Chinese.
They love the abs.
They love the abs.
Yeah,
just
they
like
love
white
belly band.
men.
a guy is 6 foot tall and white. Man, they just swoon over a 6 foot tall white guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There's like feel their eyes and just keep on watching them.
Mhm.
Yeah. LG, that's what my parents' house looked
I mean,
like.
if you are fair enough in India, you'll get a lot of girlfriends and boyfriends and all. If you are not as much fair as an average person, I mean, you don't get any boyfriends or girlfriends here. It's like it's a kind of silent racism.
He's right. He's absolutely right. That's true. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Even among the Filipinos, when you see some of the natives, what they call native mountain people, with the real flat nose and very dark brown, the Filipino women like, ew, ooh. Oh, but if she's mixed blood with Spanish or Japanese or American or something, then it's
the
like,
Japanese.
oh.
They don't like their eyes squinted so much. They will go and get surgery.
I've heard that.
I want white eyes. Give me white eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of the Vietnamese here do that too. That's just yeah. I knew some of the Vietnamese ladies I worked with would do that. But yeah, I met my wife long after my military service was was already done, and I'd never been so happy. I got a good one.
Yep.
I might keep her around. I might. Maybe.
If she
I'm
makes you
joking.
happy, Bob, that's
Yeah, she
that's
does.
solid, man.
that's beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful. It doesn't matter where you're from or what color you are.
Even though we profess a lot about love and relationships in our movies,
Mhm.
it ain't true here. There is no love here. It's just all shallow stuff.
Yeah.
That's
If you have money,
horrible.
if you
But
have
it's true.
money, they'll get married to you, but they still have a secret boyfriend somewhere. They do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that happens in all, especially in the countries that have arranged marriages, where they'll stay together as a couple and have a lot of kids, but
Yeah.
the wife has her boyfriend and the husband has a mistress on the side.
Yes.
Like I knew a lot of Cambodians and Laotians like that, but the marriage seems to hold together and work. So
Yeah, there'll be no divorces. I mean, they
Yeah.
just like it's like an agreement, more like an agreement rather than a relationship.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
yeah, I know that
it's
some of that.
mostly a business transaction here. You can
Right.
see
That's true.
a big fat Indian wedding. I mean, recently I was invited to a wedding of my friend, a friend's friend. So they spent 500,000 rupees just on food, and just all vegetarian.
Yeah.
And the guy, the groom got the dowry of 1 crore. I don't know how to say that in American, like metric. Crore is like
Oops.
6 zeros is 1 million, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that would be 10 million.
Oh my.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you could actually buy a house, a car,
Yeah.
everything you want.
I'd rather have that than crazy wedding.
That's crazy.
That kind of stuff goes on in every country, really. Mistress and boyfriend.
Yeah.
That stuff happens everywhere.
Yeah.
But there is a law in the Philippines, in case you're not aware of it, Star, is that if you're caught in bed if your husband or wife is caught in bed with another person during the act of sex, the spouse can murder both of them and never be charged with a crime.
Wow.
Oh,
True.
wow.
They
Very
need to do
true.
that in America. But then I thought
That should keep them on tracks. Yeah. Here, if something happens like that, we just marry the other person also, and we'll have like 2 wives, 3 wives, or 2 husbands or something.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that in your culture. You can have multiple spouses,
Yes.
like both ways. The
Unless you want to
females-
work for the government, you can have multiple spouses.
I
No
know,
thanks.
with some,
No thanks.
with some Muslims, they
One's
like
enough.
the Muslims can
One,
have like
one is a
special
lot. Yeah.
contract wife. They can
A
have like
contract wife.
extra
So-
contracted.
So is that something
Right.
just
Ginger?
It's hard
Is-
out there for a pimp.
Or a pimp. Oh my god.
so is that something
Sleeping
that
the-
just
sleeping
the
the
Hindus
wives.
do, or I mean, is it because there's
Like
Christians?
which sect is that over there? That's multiple
It's
marriages.
not the Christians. No. It's everybody.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the Christians.
Yeah.
'Cause that
Oh.
would be like Old Testament stuff. I thought in the New Testament. we
Well, I
kind of
mean,
got
that's
that.
that's the question though. Just because
Yeah.
because it's part of the culture. Does it go the way of the culture? Or does it go the way of the religion?
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I was surprised to find out that Muslims had special contracts to have
Oh,
extra
yeah.
wives
Yeah, they
that
do.
aren't
can do that.
necessarily the ones they'll have children with. They're basically a concubine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's how
Or
it was.
they're brought in to clean the house. And
Here's how it was explained to me for the Muslims, at least in Asia. okay, say I'm married to my wife, we're both Muslims, and my brother and his wife are Muslims, and my brother dies suddenly.
Yeah.
Now, I can bring my sister-in-law and her family into my home and take care of her, but we have to be married before she can come and stay in the house.
Yeah.
So many times those are not real marriages. They are, but there's many
Yeah, but
times
they're
they
not
don't have.
all sister.
They're not by
Yeah.
law. They're just by their religious.
Yeah, but many times the couples don't have sex together.
Yeah. No, many times they don't. It's contractual. It's what they both agree
Yeah.
to. That's
Mhm.
really what they both agree to. Is what
Yeah.
I was
So I
reading
have
about.
friends who are Muslims have 3 wives, 4 wives.
Yeah. Right.
But they have all separate houses though. They just don't
Yeah.
live together because they fight. So they have
Yeah, the first wife is always in charge of all the other wives and the other children.
Yeah,
that goes without any saying. That's why, like
same
Star
with
was
sister
saying.
wives here in the Mormon.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you
The
ever
first
seen that
wife is
show?
the boss.
Star do?
I actually do like that show, Sister Wives.
Sister wives.
Didn't the one? I haven't watched it in about a year or so. Didn't that
Does
one
it
lady
talk about
divorce?
Recent, Reformed Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
Or LDS, not the actual LDS.
It's like it's not the main Mormon church. The main Mormon church has denied them, but actually recently the main Mormon church says it's okay.
Did they do that?
Lovely.
Really?
Yeah. Well, why not?
Yeah.
All the other stuff going on. What the heck?
Yeah. Considering all the rapes and all the crazy stuff that has
The
gone
sister
on.
wives thing does not bother me. Creepy old men that have 14-year-old wives. Now that
sick.
bothers me.
That's disgusting.
Really?
But
It's common in India.
Oh
Yeah, to have young wives. Same thing with the Muslims. Have.
I mean, if you have a government job, and if you're like 37 years old or something, you could still get married to a 16-year-old. I mean, the parents actually search for the men who are not married but still have a good job, like a stable job in the government. So they'll search for people like that and give their daughters into marriage. And once the person becomes old and dies, she inherits his job, and she can marry some
It's
younger
like that
fellow.
in the Philippines too. It's like that in the Philippines too. Yeah, you see a lot of younger women with older men because the family considers her to be lucky because he has stable employment. He can provide, and it's true. The same in the Philippines. Like like an example is my wife's brother was murdered on the job. He was an armed security guard. His wife was able to take his job after he was dead. You know, it's very similar. It sounds like the Southeast Asia is real similar to each other. Much different than here, but it's similar. Yeah.
Interesting.
I agree, LG. Seems difficult to have so many wives. I would find it difficult sharing, that's for sure.
I would.
No way. I wouldn't share.
No.
I wouldn't share. I'd probably be in trouble a lot.
I'm too selfish.
Are you okay with it? Because it's somebody else.
I can't keep my mouth shut.
I'd be so jealous.
I'd be so jealous. There would be cat fights all the time.
It'd be like,
see, that's same as over there in Asia. You know, that's many times he might have more than one wife, but he doesn't live with her. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not married. I'm so happy about it.
You're not married and you're happy about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had a few people in and out of my lives and didn't work out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what is it? Isn't it Paul that says, you know, if you're single, just remain single, like less distractions?
Oh, that's Mrs. Excuse me, guys. Mrs. is
Paul from the Bible.
New Testament.
Oh, I thought you said was it RuPaul?
No, not RuPaul. Oh, lordy.
We're talking Bible.
Bible.
I was like, RuPaul?
Apostle
Paul.
Apostle Paul.
Oh, Paul. Yeah.
Paul the Apostle.
You know, Apostle. The
Yeah.
Apostle.
Yeah. Not many of us read the book of RuPaul. It'd be very different. Sachet. Don't forget.
the good book, the Bible.
Exactly. Make sure those wigs are on point. That's the book of RuPaul, probably. Ladies, get your nails done. Those kind of things.
RuPaul is a cross-dresser.
Yeah. Looks
Like
better than some
Caitlyn
women
Jenner?
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But RuPaul has been around since the 80s. So
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Oh,
he's got street credit.
Yeah.
But I don't think is RuPaul. He hasn't sex changed.
No, he's not. He's just a
he's
drag queen.
He's just a drag queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody who dresses like a woman but never really becomes a woman.
Yeah.
Like
the third
Caitlyn
section.
Jenner
Oh,
is trying to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People are considered as gods here if you're a cross dresser. That's the temple here. It's about the temple here. So the god, the Hindu god who has the temple here in my city, is believed to have both genitalia. So he's both man and a woman. And if you see anybody who is a cross dresser, they just go and ask for blessings. If you have a child, you go to a cross dresser.
I never knew that.
They do that blessing stuff.
Wow. Never
And
knew
they
that.
can actually travel free anywhere. If they ask you money, you have to give them. They could just walk in a general store and shop whatever they want, and you can leave without paying anything.
Wow.
What if they're associated with the temple or just in general?
In general.
Well, then we could just maybe give them visas to your country, and then the people that
we could exchange, right?
Yeah, the Christians that want to come here, they can come over here. Yeah.
Come here for an education and to build the country up. We can get you guys in.
Yeah.
Maybe we can form a trade among the people.
Yeah.
We'll leave
Christians,
the other
come
people
over
above
here.
us out of it. We'll just be like, hey, we want to trade.
Well, the Red Dragon sends some of those people in containers.
There we go. Yeah. We could send some, whichever. We'll give them air conditioning and some.
Good
food.
morning, P2E.
Hey, P2E. In fact, they have the refrigerated ones that are climate controlled. That's what's awful. Like they can't pick one of those when they're smoggling. They've always got to pick one where the cargo might die.
Be
It doesn't
right
make
back, guys.
sense.
What?
You get more money out of people that live.
Well, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Just getting people in and out of switching. He was saying
Bob leaves and he comes back, and we're talking about cross-dressers.
Yes, it was cross-dressers in the Hindu temple and around the area where he's at. They're revered, Bob.
What's up, Alaska?
It's
Stuff
like
free.
that somewhat in the Philippines. The transgenders into a woman, they started doing that thousands of years ago in the Philippines because it elevated their position in society. Because women run the country.
Yes.
Oh.
There are far more females than there are males in the Philippines. That's why many men would cross over and be a transgender for thousands of years.
Wow.
So when I'm over there, and I treat them with respect. Because they are a respected member of their community. And
Of course.
If you actually push them or get angry at them, you could actually go to jail here.
Wow.
You get hurt. You get beat up really bad, because the people in the neighborhood will beat you senseless,
Yes.
That's somebody's brother. That's somebody's brother.
That's true.
Yeah. When we had TikTok, do you know about the app TikTok? You still have in your country, right? So India banned TikTok because it was filled with so many teenagers cross-dressing, singing and dancing to Bollywood musicals. It was so bad. It became so bad. I mean, now we don't have TikTok here.
Well, what's funny is I just read something that they might be leading that way in our country, but not for morality reasons or anything. It's because they might come up against two big platforms that sell and ship things to people. here in America. Because they're trying to hire on people now to handle that portion of TikTok. So we might see it go too. We're not, but that was the first thing I heard about it. We'll see.
I looked at TikTok just a few times, and all I saw was underage girls wearing tight clothes and hardly anything at all dancing around. I went, this isn't right. These are 12, 13-year-old girls as far as I could tell. And it's like, man, I don't want to see this. This is underage. I don't like that,
Well, the one thing that I have to say is Tammy, the girl that Tammy was with, she's got an amazing, isn't she on TikTok or is it Instagram?
Yeah, she has like 1 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah, and her stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not any of that, but she does have a funny sense.
I have stuff on TikTok. I mean,
she's the one who had the rim juice.
Yeah, you can. You have to have so many subscribers and stuff like that. So, Gear said he's famous on TikTok.
Really? Or is he pointing to all of us? We're famous.
Or wait a minute. Are you pointing at the colored poop? Because that is definitely famous.
Indeed.
GT grows it. He's from Alaska.
Yep.
Grows colored poop?
No.
What?
He doesn't grow colored poop. He grows is his name of his channel.
Oh.
Yes, he grows colored poop, Laura. You're right.
I was joking, by the way. It just
Bob was like, huh?
I'm kind of lost. Yeah.
I don't use TikTok either, and I'll tell you why. I am way too freaking busy to have TikTok, to have Telegram, to have all this crap. I'm honestly just thinking about just deleting WhatsApp altogether.
Oh, WhatsApp. We love WhatsApp.
Look at WhatsApp.
We communicate a lot through WhatsApp in India.
That's what we've.
It's just too much. I can't. Oh shit! I just
but then you
hit
lose
myself.
your line to a lot of the other countries and stuff. That.
Yeah, that's true. I have a lot of people from South Africa.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I just. Yeah. It's just so much.
Ravanth, or is it Revanth?
Yeah, it's Revanth.
Revanth.
Okay.
Revanth. I just wanted to make sure I was saying it right. But yeah, Revanth, we would keep that to keep if we knew what countries were involved, and we have homesteaders in that country. A lot of us Americans, especially Cortney, reach out to other countries and homesteaders. And
that's the whole thing. I mean, I just want to expand.
Yeah, me too.
Homesteading is not just America.
Right.
It's everywhere.
Oh no,
it's everywhere.
And it's good to find out what they do in the other countries. Like I've got that Korean book that I have not read yet.
Well, that's why I was asking the questions. I mean, you know, when you think of homesteading, what does that mean to you? You know, that kind of thing. Maybe I should just interview you for my channel.
Yeah, there you go.
I hear you.
I can interview you on my channel.
Oh,
have time for
that's great. Thank you.
6 days a week. Yeah. I get
that would be awesome.
Well, that's okay. We really don't want that picture in our minds. Really. It's okay.
I'm serious about that. I'm gonna put in the chat my email. Just email me and we'll set it up, okay?
I'm not sure I understand.
Wasn't talking to you, Siri.
So
Ooh,
I'm on this
sleepy.
streaming app, but I can't see my YouTube. Like, do I?
You have to pull up. You have to pull up another window. Unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to pull up YouTube.
I usually have YouTube and this app running at the same time.
Yeah, because only the host can type into the side chat in the.
So you
streaming
can
app.
see the privates on the melon part.
Should be able to do that. You need to recharge your old phone and delete your Instagram. Why? Because it's associated with that number, Gear.
Well, that's something that I just learned today, that TikTok has been banned in India. I'm interesting. I didn't know that.
It's actually banned in other countries as well, not just India.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's actually, isn't it banned in China as well? I think it is.
It's theirs.
There's a
It's so
lot of these the
crazy.
Chinese can't have, like YouTube. They can't have Facebook.
Yeah, that's true. It is then because it's control.
Yeah.
You can't be exposed to certain things and see, but it's different other places.
There, it's in the private. So if you want to email me, we'll set up a time.
Yeah, there was actually the head of the other party of.
Do you know how to access the private sector? Okay.
No.
Okay. It's like if you see like a little chat at the top of the chat, there's going to be, you'll see it. It says private.
I see top chats and live chat.
Oh, you're in the regular stream now. Go back to the window for Melon.
Yeah, in the Melon, it
Yeah.
says stream and then private, and just click on private.
Yeah, you see a little yellow.
It's
number
at the
on
top of the page. You'll see it.
Oh yes, I can see that. 200.
And that you can, like, if you ever need to talk to us and there's something going on in the chat that you don't like, you can write it in the private chat and we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like if somebody said something to you that was rude and we didn't recognize
Yeah.
it.
Or like the private chat is how we can talk to each other without the audience knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good for if you have a troll that follows you around YouTube, you can let other people know in the privates that they entered the room to watch them. Oh, he pushed the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
That sucks. They'll come back, I think.
GT, yeah, it's hard with a
Hey,
regular,
GT.
busy life.
One of my brother-in-law's neighbors, she has TikTok and she puts it on her Facebook, but she's a grown woman and she's got
Yeah.
the body for TikTok.
He
dancing.
shared his email now. So FYI, Laura, you might
Okay.
want to copy that
There we
down.
go.
I'll copy that down. That way I can just email.
Yeah,
them.
it is. But other countries get on there, and that country, the Red Dragon country, doesn't want their
He's
people
back.
seeing our freedoms.
No, right. Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why they're not allowed to. But anyway, I was going to say number 45, not his party, but the other party, that a head person in it said he was right about TikTok. That he was right. That it was not a good thing for America.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure. Never thought I'd hear
Okay.
that.
I got your email too, and I wrote it down.
I sent you an email. Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Exactly, Tibor. Yep, that's right.
Cool. Thank you.
Here, you know what a troll is. I know you know how to troll too.
So I'll
Look at
just email you later after the live chat.
that. I'll
Okay.
send you smoke signals or a messenger bird, and
Okay.
you can come to my channel.
Pigeon.
too, or
We'll
do.
send you. We'll send you a homing pigeon. Okay.
Yeah, homing pigeon.
We'll help share you out.
Yeah,
Come in
exactly.
just to each channel, and then we'll help share you out.
We'll help you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do they keep the pigeons over there for food in India? Because I've seen some channels
I-
where they're feeding pigeons, and I wasn't sure if it was for homing purposes or to have.
Here!
Well,
Oh.
if it's rock pigeons, you could actually go out and hunt them. But most
Oh.
of the pigeons are owned by Muslims here. They raise them for religious purposes. I don't know whether they eat them or not, but they have a lot.
They eat them. I think they do, like a chicken. I think that's what.
I ate twice. Yeah.
In Haiti, they eat them. They'll eat
In
them.
Haiti?
No
They
problem.
eat them
No
here in
problem.
America. They
I've
eat
eaten
them here in
pigeons.
Some
America.
people eat them.
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean the pigeons in the woods, like what do you call it? Wild pigeons are okay to eat because they only eat grains and stuff.
Yeah, their diet is good. Yeah.
If you go to cities, you
Oh,
can see
yeah,
all
that's what I
kinds of
thought
stuff.
of.
There's stuff.
Yeah.
They eat
Yeah.
Maybe
everything.
that's the first thing I thought of was New York ones. I would never.
Yeah,
eat any
no,
New York pigeons.
I just love those New York City pigeons.
You know,
flying rats. They're fantastic.
I
They're
just love.
delicious.
I love the taste of green sludge.
Chuck from Chuck and Belinda. He was hunting
Needles,
They are
chickens.
yummy.
They're just like
Okay.
flying rats. They poop
Yeah.
everywhere. And
Yeah,
Mhm.
they are.
Yes, they are flying rats. That's what I call them too. That's
But
what
so are
my-
seagulls and all of those birds of, here in Tennessee, the flying
Oh,
rats are
okay,
huge.
Tibor.
Yeah.
fishes.
Yeah.
Really? They're
People
pretty
love them.
prolific here, Tibor. There's a certain one that took over. I forget which one took over like the Florida doves, like that we have, and I know they're on the eastern coast, but there's another dove that was invasive that came and started taking them over.
Eurasian dove.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
what it is.
I'll have to check it. But I remember when it was happening, they mentioned it, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, I was just wondering because I've seen channels feeding like a ton of them, and it looked like that's what they were using them for, as food, or like sporting. I don't know
Yeah.
if they do it for sporting, like target practice.
Chuck and Belinda, they hunt them. Chuck and his son were hunting them. He did a whole video on it, and they ate them.
Yeah, it was Eurasian collared dove. You're right.
I've
You know
eaten
your
pigeons.
birds.
Yeah, I do.
That's awesome, though. That's why I asked you which budgie you had. I didn't know if it was like one of the Australian parakeets or the lorikeet. Like, I didn't know if you knew your birds, if it was a lorikeet. Like, I wanted to hear what you had. We used to love
Back
to
when I
go.
was like really young, when we had no, there was no ban on hunting. So my father took me out for a few pigeon huntings here and there. Now it's banned. You cannot hunt.
Yeah. Oh, that's how they got here, Tibor? They hitchhiked on ships? Wow, I'm surprised they didn't fly away. They just rode it out.
Well, there's no place to land. I mean, once they get on a ship and
Yeah, once they get far out to sea,
Yeah.
but it's like the boat is moving. You're a skittish bird. You would think, get back to a tree, hurry. No.
Are they what they do a lot is they make a nest on a ship.
Oh, that's true, Laura. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. They had to take down these gorgeous bougainvilleas that were at our grocery store because the sparrows kept nesting behind them. They had to end up because it was becoming like a huge mess because it was right in the front of the store.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Miami.
Good night, Miami.
Yeah, Tibor, they are here. They're in Florida too. They were causing a problem with the mourning doves. They were taking over their nests or whatever and killing them off.
The mourning doves are like small species of doves. They
Yes.
can't actually fight back. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's why. Sad.
If you see any South African channel, like one of the channel that I love is Arams hunting South Africa. You can see them taking down pigeons or rock doves near the farmland because they eat all the grain. They bring a lot of loss to the farmer.
Well, my brother used to be a chef, and he was in the back, like taking his break one night, and one of the people that worked in the kitchen with him was Haitian. He picked up a potato and hit a pigeon and rolled it up in a napkin and took it home. He was going to eat it for dinner. And he's working in a restaurant. It's like, oh my gosh, why? But
wouldn't you just take home the potato?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
I mean,
that'd be easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but no, in Haiti, they, even they'll eat cat. If you're hungry, you'll eat what's there.
You darn right.
Oh,
you will.
we have a sect of people who call themselves as I think the word starts with the D. I forgot. They eat cats.
Yeah. Did they say why? Just like what made them do that?
Well, it's
give them
part of
power?
their culture.
What?
Part of their culture, he said.
Yeah, part of their culture. They say that we have been
that's
eating cats for a long time, so we have a right to eat.
Wow. I know it happens in Cuba because there's no.
What about you? Are you a vegetarian or do you eat?
Okay. I eat chicken. I eat fish. I eat eggs. I eat quail. There are quail farms nearby, so I eat them a lot.
Are you gonna raise quail? You think?
I thought of raising some maybe in the future, maybe next year.
Yeah.
But I don't eat cow or a buffalo.
Okay.
I could eat. There's no restriction on it because I'm a Christian.
Because you're a Christian.
So,
but if you get caught eating it,
no, it's okay. You can still.
Oh, is it?
There are shops. I mean, there are meat
Okay.
stores where you can go and get some cow or buffalo meat.
Okay. So the extremists won't come after you if they see you walking home with steaks or something from the
Well,
beef.
it's protected by the Muslims, so it's in the Muslim area. Nobody goes there.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
It's always right near to the mosque. If something happens, yell in the mask and people come over and beat the crap out
I
of
mean, I know it's part of your culture, but for an American, it seems like so much to think about. Like, I got to go over here
It's
for
a
my
little
beef.
much. Yeah, but you know what? If you grow up in it,
Yeah, and that's
it's
what I'm saying.
different.
He's
Yeah,
it is different.
but for
He's
me,
used to
like
it.
for like the average, me, I
Outsider.
would be so confused.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid I would offend anybody, like
Yeah.
because I don't
Get
know what
myself
I'm
killed.
doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and you don't want to respect people's culture and stuff
Yeah,
like
you
that.
don't want to disrespect them. No. But I know with I don't know if it was. Do you remember where David the Good's parents were? Laura, did you ever hear that story about his dad when his mom was pregnant with him? That he was killed. They came to the door and just shot
I
his
never
father.
heard that story.
Yeah. His real
I hear-
father was
yeah.
killed. They were missionaries in another country. They came to the door and shot his father. They were Christian missionaries.
Yeah.
And
that happens a lot here too. We just don't tell them.
don't
Yeah.
talk about it. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
It
get
happens all over.
my husband and I get a magazine. It's called Voice of the Martyrs.
Mhm.
And they're the ones who print the stories of what's going on in different countries. And yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so
us in
sorry.
America, unless we're getting magazines like that, don't.
Yeah, we
have
wouldn't know.
no clue. Have
No, our
clue.
news would not report on that. They don't care. They really don't.
I
In
used to
fact, I would say the opposite is happening probably.
I used to support a missionary in Turkey, and I mean, you know,
Mhm.
that was
Yep.
a dangerous job.
Mhm.
Very dangerous job.
Yeah, the man
Bye, Alaska.
Alaska. Oh,
She's
GT.
leaving.
Like,
Yeah.
Alaska.
Well,
Bye, GT.
missionaries even
Have a good night.
get kidnapped and abducted in Colombia and other
Mhm.
South American
Oh,
countries.
regular people get kidnapped in Colombia.
Colombia.
I have
Yeah.
a friend that did. Him and his cousin.
That's
His
why
cousin didn't make it out.
there's a when wife and I, and we've been to the island of Palawan several times. The end of the island.
Sorry, I accidentally hit the
happened?
wrong button. Please
Oh.
forgive me.
Yeah.
I hit the wrong thing.
That was your
This-
potty break. If you missed it, too bad.
when we go, when we
I had
when
to
we're
pee. That was
over
one fast pee.
in the Philippines on the island of Palawan, the south end of the island is Muslim and the north is Christian. And the first time we went there, my wife got us a hotel room that's far away from the shoreline. It's
Mhm.
up in the interior of the island, and she informed me why. She said because if they take their boats to abduct foreigners on that island, they don't go that far inland. They come right to the shoreline and they see a foreigner and abduct them right on the shoreline.
Oh wow.
And that's why she always puts us deep inside the island, away from the shoreline, because that's happened before. Foreigners
Yeah.
go there and they get in whenever they have a splinter group,
Mhm.
and they have to make a name for themselves. So that's when they'll grab foreigners for take them hostage.
Mhm.
And she
That's
informed me straight out that if I am ever under threat of being abducted, fight for your life, because chances are you're going to die anyway.
You get killed, yeah.
Yeah, and especially at my age, if I get taken off to another island like the island of Mindanao and held captive, I'm going to die. So
Yeah.
fight for your
That's
life.
scary.
There was a on
You'll be fine,
Palawan. There was on Palawan. There was a couple. He was a Canadian visiting his Filipino girlfriend, and they broke into their hotel room. And that Canadian guy reacted immediately. He attacked his attacker,
Good.
and they didn't want to shoot
Yeah.
because that would alarm the armed guards and the police. So he was the only one who successfully didn't get abducted, but he
Wow.
fought them instantly. As soon as the door came flying over, he attacked.
Yeah.
And she told me about that. If that happens, fight
Yeah.
immediately.
You
Whether
mean
you're
the
gonna,
Canadian didn't want to shoot because he was afraid of the armed guards, even though these people were
No.
coming? Oh,
Okay,
oh,
listen.
the
the
pirates.
Muslims from the south of the island came up to the north. It was
Yeah.
a splinter group called the Abu Sayyaf.
Okay.
They came into a resort area that they knew foreigners were going to be
Yeah.
living or staying.
Mhm.
They did abduct several people from there because they didn't fight. But when they kicked the front door in, the Muslims did,
Yeah.
The Canadian man attacked the armed gunman immediately and fought him off.
That makes me wonder if somebody's getting kickbacks at that resort, that they could go and just grab that many people.
No. They were very careful planning on this.
Oh,
No. Because some of the people who got abducted were on boats. They were sailing from island to island.
Oh my God.
And this one couple that had a light on, and so the radicals knew
Yeah.
there was somebody awake in that boat, and they sent armed men into that
I didn't
boat.
realize. Oh, I
And
thought they
that's
were
not
in a hotel room.
no. There's lots
Kind
of
of boat.
hotels there. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry
Yeah.
about I had missed something.
No, but
I don't even have a buzz.
an inside job, probably not. No.
Hmm.
But these guys who abduct people for a living, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know
Yeah,
what
they're
they're doing.
mercenaries, like
They
mercenaries.
Okay.
are. Exactly.
I really
No.
have to pee. I'm not leaving. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Pooping. She got poop.
Can I tell you guys something about the beef? We
Yeah.
don't eat beef, right? So we consider cows as holy.
Yeah, yeah.
A part of the
We've
Hindu
seen
culture.
that.
But we export a lot of meat. We are
Get out of here.
we are
Then
in the
who
top
does that?
5 beef exporters in the
Is
world.
that mostly owned by
Really?
Muslims that do that? The
No,
Muslims. Do it.
Hindus.
Hindus. would do
Hindus?
it?
Yeah, for money. So you cannot eat the cow because it's holy to you, but you can actually sell it.
But you can kill it and
Sell
separate it into pieces.
That's money.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't kill it. Do they kill it?
Not by their own hands. I mean,
Oh.
So they probably
They have
pay a
this-
Muslim to kill it then, and
No.
they have them working for them, or they send
no,
them
they
over
don't.
whole
They,
and
don't-
live
they
it.
don't employ Muslims there. So
Weird.
they just hire lower caste members. Do you know what's a caste system?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bob
So
and
higher
I.
caste, upper
Yeah.
caste. So lower caste people are still Hindus, but
Mhm.
they are considered as equal to as crap. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
can
Yeah.
make them do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were seeing videos from India of people pooping on the beach. What is that about? Why do they poop on the shoreline? They just drop drawers and poop wherever.
Uh,
What is that? Is it just there's no
so
available bathrooms? Like
Yeah.
for
yeah,
Americans, we have
so
bathrooms. We have public restrooms
a
available.
lot of people don't have
They don't
Okay.
have a
plumbing
bathroom.
here,
Okay.
Mhm.
no toilets here. So now the government actually made it as a mandatory. If you are building a house, you have to have a toilet built.
Good.
So
Mhm.
back in the days, you just go into the farms and fertilize the soil. That's what they used to say.
They used
So
to
you
say,
can
yeah, but that's
see,
gonna break down for a while. You'll get people sick if that stuff doesn't break down.
oh yeah, you can see
Mhm.
poop everywhere. If you go to remote places, the first smell that you get to smell, I mean,
Mhm.
before the village comes, you know that there's a village up
Yep.
there
Mhm.
by
In
the stench
China
of-
too.
Oh, really? In China
Mhm.
too?
Mm-hmm.
Really, China?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
would
thought they're
think
like
that they would have
so.
outhouses or something. They build all kinds of cool stuff. They can't build a
No, they
toilet.
fertilize their.
Most of
Oh
the
yeah,
country
no,
of
they a
China
lot
is
of
very
countries.
poor.
Germany does too, Austria, that's common, but shitting everywhere
Yeah.
Well,
is what we're talking about. Like everywhere
Oh,
and
okay.
anywhere where a toilet is not common.
well,
China
my
has
my,
She's
holes
like-
in the ground.
my
Sorry, I
wife
said
went
that
during
word.
during the Philippine Civil War. She had to what they call poop outside because they were on the run.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
mean, you
that's
can't.
different.
There are
Yeah,
no
you
toilets
can't
when
build
you're
a
living
toilet.
underneath a sheet of
Yeah, no.
plastic. You poop.
Yeah,
Right.
You
no,
go
that's different though.
outside. Poop outside. You know.
But
That's different.
that's the situation. I mean, people really enjoy it here. They
Yeah,
love to
it
poop
seems like they
outside. They
do.
say, it's cool, it's natural, something.
Oh, it
That's
gives you a
insane.
sense of freedom that you've never
Yeah.
had before.
Like you're helping the environment by dropping something
Yes.
for it to help them.
Remember, you know,
I'm not really proud of that.
Well, they
Oh yeah. We
they
have an
feel at
ex-friend.
home in San Francisco.
I've
We
told
have
some
that
of these
problem on the
American
streets with the
stories
drug
about being
addicts.
overseas, and I wonder if they believe me. But now maybe they're believing some of the things that I've told them when I've been to other countries. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably are because they're hearing it from a second source. You know, it's
Yeah,
just the way it is.
America before we had and even now in certain areas, if you're remote, they'll have composting toilets. But we had like outhouses before we had like,
Yeah.
how do you say it? Like sewage
Modern pump.
systems.
Yeah.
So they don't even like dig an outhouse pit for their families, like to go to the outhouse, and then you cover the pit, and then you can plant over it eventually.
Yeah, that's how it was when I was farming growing here.
Yeah.
There was
How the
a
hell did we
wooden-
end up on this shitty subject?
Because it's
When the
poop.
poop grew.
Well, the poop is, yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
A
for
wood-
real?
A small
I just
wooden building
wondered.
with a wooden
I'm
hole, and
saying.
you crap right in the ground when I was out picking berries and
Yeah.
working as a farm laborer. And every few years, a farmer would just pick it up and bury the
move it.
hole, dig another hole, and that stuff's still there. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just
and
grew
move it.
crops right on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Welcome,
Duncan
Mhm.
1900s Homestead was saying that they still have an outhouse, and it was like one of those those big containers, the blue containers, and then somehow they flip it. They go and they flip it into an area and cover it with dirt. And
Yeah.
I guess in some old barns and stuff like that, their outhouses would be over the streams, and it's like no,
oh no,
no.
I have seen
that's
that.
bad.
Yeah.
I've seen that in movies where it's like over a big river and stuff like that in other countries.
And poor
Yeah.
people on the end of that river who are up downstream.
I'll just always make sure I'm upstream.
That's like that. Oh, have you ever seen, Rayoth, have you ever seen that show Alone, or like where they're doing survival?
Yeah, I watch that all the time.
And that's what they find out, like, oh, there's something dead upstream after they've drank the water and are sick really bad.
Yeah. Well, it's like that in the Philippines with the very poorest of the poor people who build their buildings over a waterway. They don't have toilets. They just sit down and drop it right in the water.
Oh
They call it, the Filipinos call it gold, dropping gold.
Dropping gold. It's not gold for the person
No,
downstream.
You got to go somewhere.
Yeah, like I think a dirt hole is a little bit better. I don't understand.
But they don't own land. They're building those little shanties over
Courtney, I
on
forgot
somebody
to
else's
share you
property.
Oh, but still,
It's all out of economic necessity. That's just the way it is in most of the world
many
right
countries,
now.
I know.
Yeah.
Our poop actually gets fresher water than most countries get.
Mm,
We
true.
flush more fresh water down our toilets than a lot of countries see in a day in a household. It's
Yeah.
really sad, but it's true. When God judges, America's in big trouble.
No, I can
We're
tell you
spoiled.
this, that you know how they show the Christian Children's Fund, and they show a little girl sitting next to an open sewer drinking a glass of water. Okay, in the Philippines, the drinking water is provided by the city. It's clean, it's treated.
Good.
It all is, and they even have what's public showers out there, and you see people out there. It's all provided by the city. It's all clean water.
Good.
So if you hear a charity, you provide them with clean water in the Philippines. No, that's a scam.
That's a scam.
It's a scam. Yeah, I've seen them in the
Well,
neighborhoods.
what about the people, like you just said, the shanties that are pooping in the water? They still have available. They can still get down to the
Yeah, they got spigots, and I was going to tell you they even have showers that are set up by the city. There's a spigot up above them, and you'll see the ladies and the men go out and they're like a nightgown, and they'll soap up and wash their body, and so if you hear a charity, we need to provide clean drinking water for the Philippines, they're scamming you.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it. I know.
Yeah. I know Africa, though, it's still a big problem in certain outer areas that they do need clean water. The children do have the bloating from all the parasites and stuff like that. It depends on where they're living in certain countries, whether they have access to that or can even get to that.
One of my first times to Manila, I saw a lady on the sidewalk down in the barangay, the neighborhood in the Philippines, and she just had a bucket of water, and she would crouch down behind a car, and she wore the nightgown like thing and soaked up her hair right on the sidewalk, and then all the water just went down into the storm drain and out to sea.
Well, that's like that guy that we watch, Roop. Like he's gone to some people like, uh-oh, there goes my signal, sorry. The Jason Roop, his channel, Bob, that we watch.
Yeah.
He's gone to like some people who cut hair and shave, and they're right there on the street with
Mhm.
whatever they can
Yeah.
do, like use to shave you, to cut your
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
I'm surprised actually he hasn't gotten like hepatitis or something with some of the instruments that you've seen. He's gone into better places now as his channels progress. He goes into the barbershops and everything. But what I loved was he helped somebody that was like that. He went back.
Well,
and saved them.
I was mentioning on Gil's live about what will we do if shit hits the fan and everything falls apart here in the United States. I was given live examples of what I've seen.
Yeah.
You know, people who go in their kitchen and they make dishes of food, and the Filipinos call it point, and right outside your house. And that's a business, and they make a living doing that. And like my niece Jin, she takes little plants and she starts them and puts them into Coke bottles and hangs them up, and that's how she makes money.
Yeah.
You know,
I said that to Yossi for him to do, but then you have to make sure too, like the seeds that you're getting, you're not going to get in trouble for in customs.
There's another way of making a living during these times is called vulcanization, where they fix car tires with a soldering iron, and they fix different types of plastic. Vulcanization. It's a big business in the Philippines. Just basically a hot gun, and they find the leak, and then they melt the material and fix the tires.
They melt it to close the hole.
We do that in India also.
Yeah, I thought they would. Yeah, those are kind of things that Americans are also mystified. What happens if this and well, that's how you make a living. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Even the shoes, we repair shoes. We don't just buy them.
Don't just throw them away.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen shoe repair right there on the sidewalk. Watch repair too. Watch
Yes,
repairs.
Watch repairs more complicated. That's usually handed
Glasses,
down.
watches, wheelchairs, anything. These guys can take the simplest of tools right on the sidewalk and make a living.
Those are actually like engineers who do the watches and those other things. Like that's an engineer's brain.
Yeah,
that would be
it
my
is,
dad would be able to do that. You would be able to do that, Bob. Like not everybody could do like small engine, watch repair, be flexible. Like
do you have this in India also, Star, where the guys sharpen knives? Kitchen knives. Yeah. See, that's the stuff that people overseas do for a living.
They travel from home to home. They ask if you have any knives to sharpen. They do that. Yes.
Yeah, they do that. Yep. One fella I saw over in the Philippines, he had a bicycle, and he could hook a belt onto the wheels.
Yeah.
And right there on the handlebars. And he also had different grades of stones and
stones.
Yeah. That's where Americans are so mystified. What do we do if we, blah, 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 blah. Like there's a million things you can do. Millions of things. And people do it every day around the world, except for the US.
Look at this, Bob, that I got. It's a cheapy one, but it's a fillet knife. I don't know if I can get it off now that I said something. Hold on. But I got this too today. I'm gearing up to get my fishing license. This has a scaler. Scaler on the inside.
Yeah.
It's a nice pair of scissors for going fishing. Bottle opener on it too, because everybody's got to drink while they're fishing. You gotta have bottle opener. Serrated blade grip, but it's nice. And then this one, there was one that was already open in the store, and it's a fillet knife, and it was only like $3, so it's not like really great, but it's still sharp.
You can always sharpen it.
Yeah.
You can still sharpen it. Yeah, exactly.
And there's also the very clever people over in the Philippines who sell balut, the duck eggs.
Okay. Yuck.
Yeah. Well, there's also hard boiled duck eggs called Pinoy, and bread. In the morning, and you'll hear them. They ride bicycles and they're around. They say Pinoy, Pinoy, Pinoy. That means hard boiled eggs, and they. Pandisanal or pan is bread, little rolls. They ride their bicycles around the neighborhood and shout out what and sometimes they have little horns on their bicycles, toot, 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 and that's how they make a living.
Do you know what balut is?
What?
No.
Oh. Well,
It's
balut
gross.
is a Filipino thing. It's where they'll take a fertilized duck egg, they'll incubate it for a few weeks until there's a little baby duck inside of it, and then they'll take it out of the incubator and bury it in sand for about 2 to 3 weeks. Then take it out of the sand and then put it in a hard rolling boil of water for an hour or two, and then you eat it.
What?
Take the shell up
baby
and
duck in there.
little half-formed baby duck.
Crunchy
And
little egg.
it's freaking delicious, man. It tastes like chicken soup. It's delicious. It looks
I'm sure it
horrible.
has lots of calcium too, Bob, but it's
Yeah,
still
it
disgusting.
looks horrible, but it's delicious. I've
What
eaten it
about
many
all the
times.
little pin feathers?
No,
You
it's
eat
not disgusting. You got to try it, man. It's good.
No, no
Gross.
way in hell I'd
No.
try that. What?
Really?
Yeah.
I can
No.
I can barely eat cow meat. I am not going to be eating no balut. I can tell you that.
Well, right around 9:30, 10 p.m., they ride bicycles around the neighborhood. Balut,
Little beef wrap balut for you, Corky.
And, you know, you see the guys, all the men sit outside and drink beer at night, and they get the beer hungry. And
Oh
hey,
my
hey,
God.
hey.
So they get drunk, and then the
Yeah.
person rides through the neighborhood in the morning, and then they eat balut.
No, at nighttime.
No,
at
at
nighttime. At
when
nighttime.
they-
Yeah. That's
That
very
is the
smart.
last thing I want to eat when I've been
That-
drinking.
No,
It's-
it's
but people
smart
go to
because the men
Denny's,
are
it's
the
about
men
the
are
same
beer
thing.
hungry. You know, you get hungry drinking beer. And
Can
they,
you
hey,
imagine
hey,
you had a rough night? I must have had 7 balutes, and then I threw up all night. Ah, that's so gross.
Or I had a bad
gross.
balut.
Yeah, I got a bad.
That's why I was making the faces. That's why.
I know the first time I
Hold
ate
on,
one,
stop talking about it.
first time I ate one, they told me don't look at it, just eat it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Well, of course I looked at it and went, yeah, that's pretty gross, but hey, it's good.
Bob's our survivalist to the max.
Tibor, yeah, exactly,
If-
Tibor.
If there is a war, and if I had to live on
Yes,
those
yes.
duck things, I might, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
I'd
we all
rather
agree
grow
on
the duck up to be a real meal.
that. I know. If
Is
you
it-
could.
But you know what? If you could actually travel 14 hours from here by train, you could
Mhm.
actually eat human meat.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Where?
There's
Wow.
a place. There's a
What
place
country is doing that? Your
Kanyakumari.
country?
Yeah, in my country, it's like really bottom of the country, and it's called a holy place where most of the people go and die. They donate their bodies or something, so it gets washed up. Some are being burnt. After burning the body to maybe half roasted stuff, they eat them. People there. You didn't know that?
That's a famous.
Come
That's a famous Hindu place, though, right? Where
Yeah.
they're burning the bodies
Yeah.
constantly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
hey,
Yeah.
you get some bread, some mustard, ketchup, and roll it up. man.
Well, they burn
Yeah.
the bodies and then they
Yeah.
float them down the river.
It's
The
cooked.
Gandhi,
It's
Ganji.
cooked.
right?
Ganji River, right? Gandhi was the man who starved
Ganges.
himself. as a
That's what I meant to
political
say.
movement.
Ganges.
Ganges. Mhm.
Sorry.
Gandhi.
The Ganji.
I didn't know they
Ganges
ate
River.
Gandhi.
You
Oh
never ate-
no!
But did they? Did they eat Gandhi?
Oh God, I hope
There
not.
wasn't much
I
of
hope not. I hope not.
Not a whole lot of meat on Gandhi.
No,
Poor Gandhi.
if it's
Poor
cooked,
Gandhi.
what the
Oh,
heck?
that's horrible.
If
The
it's
Gan-
cooked
is
and
it
you're
the
hungry,
Gan-
eat it.
It's the Gandhi. It's the Gandhi River,
Ganges.
right?
Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Ganges River.
Oh my
Ganges?
gosh, Lord!
How do you say it?
So sorry. Not Gandhi. Not Gandhi.
Not the Gandhi River. Okay. I'm glad you studied
Oh
as
my
much
goodness.
geography as I
My
have.
goodness.
Well, if it's cooked, I don't think it would make them sick if it's cooked and if it's 100% cooked
It's just
through and through.
morally not
No, I just
okay.
love Genghis disease.
Just-
Yeah, you'll get
just-
that.
It's just called, we call it long pork here in the U.S. if you eat people, because people are much like pigs, or meat is much like pigs,
That's
You
nice to
don't
know.
have to add salt. That's what I heard.
I just can't believe they're doing that. Now, question. I'm probably gonna sound so ignorant, and I apologize, but I don't know a lot about it. So, in the Hindu religion, they burn them, they send them down the river.
It does cause a nerve.
They eat that, but do they get sick?
Not all the bodies are sent down the river. Some are.
Some are barbecued and they have a party.
Yeah, some are barbecued. Thank you. Yes.
I hope they choose them wisely because some of
Is
these people are dead from disease.
Is that a religious thing to eat it, or are these people just starving to death and they need to eat?
Just a second, I'll be right back, guys.
They get some special powers after eating dead people.
It's like
okay.
Ceremonial.
It's a part of the Hindu culture.
It's a ceremonial thing.
Okay. But only the people that have reached a specific point in the Hindu religion get sent down the river, right?
No, we could actually go there and die. They still eat you.
Oh, cool. Okay. I didn't know. That's cool.
But I don't think they'll eat Americans, though. We don't eat white people.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel way better. That makes me feel
We're not good enough. We're not good enough.
Yeah, I reflect
Too
the
much
sun.
fat on us.
I reflect the sun. I may blind them.
I don't know. Some people might like white meat. They do with turkey. Some might like it, Courtney. I like the white meat.
Yeah, it causes a lot of disease and stuff, Tibor. That's why I was very curious as to why.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever. Each his own. I'm not going to eat it. No way.
A couple of decades ago, we had a cholera outbreak because of one of the stuff they did like that.
I bet.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That, they could do that. It could cause an outbreak of stuff. And then that also might explain why you guys have high numbers in that other stuff. Because they're possibly touching a body that has it in their lungs.
Imagine drinking that water, which is called as holy, after everybody put their dead bodies in. Yeah.
Ugh.
Now, okay. I'm so glad that you yourself think that's gross as well.
Yeah.
Because everything that we see, everything I have seen on the TV about that place, the people are bathing in the water and they're drinking it and everything. And I'm thinking,
washing their clothes in it.
Yeah, aren't these people getting sick? And I'm so glad that somebody else from the country thinks the same way. It wasn't just me thinking about that.
Like, a lot of the Christians have that point of view, about that, about the water, and because is it like a holy river or whatever to them?
Yes,
it's a
holy.
mixture of 3 rivers. Yeah, holy river.
That's why they want to be in it and they want to drink it, and no, thank you.
I think they have a lot of viruses in them.
Jesus.
Maybe they stay dormant and they come back. They just release and people get sick. We have many unknown
dysentery
deaths here. I mean, that might be the cause.
Oh, sure. Probably is. Absolutely.
Well,
dirty water.
Maybe one of the causes, right?
Yeah, one of the causes for sure.
Well,
I have always wanted to go there.
Really, to that place?
Yes, I've always wanted to go. Yeah.
Not to the holy place. She means to India and to see the river.
To see
the barbecue people.
No, I don't want to see the barbecue people, but I'd like to see the river and that place.
Yeah,
of course, I'm sure if you went there would not be a time that you would miss seeing it, because they're constantly there. It's a constant thing, right? They're constantly burning people there. It's an everyday occurrence.
LG asked a good question. If you can't really talk about Jesus over there or Christianity, how did you find out about it?
I met missionaries. I used to stay in a city called Hyderabad. It's a metropolitan city. So before moving to this homesteading, I used to live there. So I met some missionaries knocking on my door. I mean, my parents were already Christians.
Oh, okay.
Back from the British. So, but I got converted in '96 in my 6th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, missionaries knocked on my door and things changed after.
That's really cool.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. So it is easier then to talk about Jesus in metropolitan cities there. It's just as you go out more towards the country, you have to watch the different sects that would be against
Yes,
it.
true.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, you
Yeah.
have some communities there to protect you in the cities. You have some
Mm.
safe spaces. You call them safe spaces, right? We have them.
Mhm.
But
You
if
can
you
run
go
into.
towards a remote area,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've read stories where yeah, it's sad. It was
Yeah.
extremists. It was extremists in that Hindu religion that basically killed a whole church load of people.
yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
I
still
see.
might be happening
That
today.
kind of shocks me a little bit because I always thought Hindu
Mhm.
people were peaceful.
No, there's
If they
extremists
are
Hindu.
out of this country, they are peaceful. Yes, they have
Yes.
to be peaceful. If not, you guys might shoot them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's
Interesting.
the
Oh, when they come outside of your
yeah,
country and come over here, they have to act that way. Gotcha.
yes,
Because they might not make it in
exactly. Yeah,
if you knew that they were just as dangerous as the extremists of other religions. Yeah.
exactly.
It's just so weird because I've always thought they were peaceful people, and it's so I don't know.
Yeah,
That kind of blows my mind a little bit.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
things
there's no
that don't
peace
get
here.
reported. Nobody hears about. And then they laugh about it like, oh no, the Christians, they're always talking about getting persecuted. Because they are still
Mhm.
getting persecuted
It's
in other
just not
countries
here
until
or
it's just not,
Canada.
yeah,
And the
not
worst
physically
thing
here.
is, our country, my country, accepts all the donations from Western countries.
From who?
We
From Christian
we
countries.
accept all the
Oh,
donations from
I'm having a
you.
hard time hearing and I can't,
We
you
tell
know,
them
husband. I
like
can't hear.
it's poor. We need donations to feed us and all.
Oh,
So we act as if we are so friendly to Christians. So we get a lot of money from you,
mm-hmm.
but
Yep.
it just goes into the pockets of politicians and some other people. Nobody uses it now.
That happened in Haiti too. When there was a lot
Mhm.
of money that came in after the earthquake, it went to the top and barely trickled down to the people who needed
It didn't
it.
trickle down at all. People are still.
Oh yeah, I know
People
they
are
still are. It's the
still.
worst. It's
Yeah.
the worst it's ever been. I
Well,
spoke to a Haitian nurse this
a
week.
lot of well, we won't go there. Never mind.
Yeah, it was
Get
the
Cortney in
upper
trouble.
levels of their society.
Yeah,
that
we
In our
can
in
talk
our
about this.
society.
Don't.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
just don't get too political because I might get kicked.
But she said now it's worse than it's ever been over there because everybody is feeling that shift that happened. Like all countries, it seems like are feeling that shift that happened during that time of the Red Dragon. There was definitely a shift in the way people were treated, citizens of
And
countries.
I mean, when you talk to people from other countries, everybody
It's
feels
feeling
it.
Mhm.
Everyone is struggling right now. Everyone.
Yeah.
And,
Even with my go ahead.
and as far as the, like here we have the blacks against whites, they're trying to stir that up. They have that in other countries too.
Yeah.
It's the Hindus against the Muslims, or it's the,
And
the
I say
different.
it's the blacks against the whites again, but they're taking out the farmers, killing them.
That's because of Obama. I blame him.
Yeah. Yeah. We have to call him something else. A
Bummer. Mr.
Okay.
Bummer. Mr. Bummer or
Bummer.
something. Yeah.
Mr. Bummer, yeah.
Mr. Bummer.
And Michael, his significant other.
Oh, I just call him Poopy Pants.
No, Michael, his significant other.
Oh, you mean his wife? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Who has like they caught her that she has.
Is that true though?
I don't
Michael.
know. I don't
They
know.
caught
if
her
those are,
what?
like, they've caught pictures where it looks like she is a crop dancer, like that she
Yeah.
had the wing.
Really?
The actual name.
In pictures,
It's not a first lady. It's Michael.
Yeah, but I don't know if the pictures have been modified. Like it's so hard to tell now
Yeah.
with all the things you can do with technology.
She's had kids. It's obviously It's people are
Well-
just poking at her.
No, you
Really?
can have
Did you
kids
see her
other
shoulders?
ways, though. You don't have to get pregnant to have kids.
I've seen her penis. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's She likes J. Crew. How could this be?
And you call me the carpet? You call me the carpet bomber?
Oh Lordy!
Unexpected for sure.
Just release the Kraken over here.
Tibor, we're talking about Obama.
Hey, Tibor, he comes out of the woodwork. Ooh.
We're talking about Obama's significant other, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we see that here too. Some people don't see that he was very much a Mars believed in a certain political system that is not free. That's not free. I don't want to say the word. Starts with an M. Has an X in there somewhere. Has a T. Or an ISM. MA or X. No. It's a step before the other one with the C that Russia fell under. And the guy who developed it, he was really big and heavy and into Darwinism and stuff like that. We can't say it because this is her main channel. YouTube is taking channels off. By the way, you've got to be careful with what you say because it's coming close to the United States election. I don't know if I can say that word.
No, just be careful and stay away from it.
Yeah. So, yeah, Stardew, they're taking down channels left and right who are conservative.
Yeah.
And speak that way. So
now, you people have a lot of money being conservatives. You could actually come with something better than you do.
This? Yeah.
You could.
Yeah. Do you mean like just the problem is that they're paying people so we can't. They're knocking out their competition. That was like what happened with there was a social platform and it was a more conservative one, and a non-conservative company took down their servers and shut them down.
Yeah, that's because I think they are being funded from other sources.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's people we don't see.
They're being funded by a big fat man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you guys come together, you could actually do something.
Yeah, that's why they separate us with all this stupid
You have been
stuff.
called as silent majority because you didn't do anything.
Yeah. You've studied us, huh? Wow. Yes, we are.
We have a temple for Trump here.
Really?
People
Is
worship Trump.
that where they
because-
sent the big gold thing of him?
I knew people from India really liked him.
He's
But
straightforward.
I didn't know it was that extreme.
People actually, yeah, he's like a god, one of the god now.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
He
That's
probably
kinda
likes
cool.
that a lot.
Yeah, he probably
His
does.
ego. His ego
He
loves
he has a big ego, and it does like to be stroked.
Yes,
but
that probably strokes his ego.
That's why
That's what your country needs now, actually.
you guys
They
need to
need
travel more. You need to travel more. You need to see the rest of the world. You really need to travel more.
Yeah, I
you
wish we
guys,
could.
you guys might think I'm lying about some of the things I talk about, but I'm telling you the truth.
Nobody
about
thinks you're
No,
lying.
we never
how,
think
how
you're lying.
desperate, how different and desperate some other parts of the world are, and compared to this little plastic bubble that we live in the United
Yeah.
States. We
Yeah.
live in we're living in a fantasy world.
LG, I heard that too. I don't
The
I
know.
rest
heard
of the
that too.
world is a daily
true.
struggle to stay alive.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was asking him how him being a Christian was received, but then I also said, don't say anything that's going to get you in trouble
Yeah. That's why
because you never
a
know
lot
who's
of
listening on
a lot
here.
of people like myself who live over in other countries, we're pretty hard people. Got a
Yeah.
pretty iron heart because we've seen it. We've seen stuff that you Americans have no idea, none whatsoever, none.
The thing that's interesting is
Thanks,
how
I
many
will.
years ago would we not have to worry about what we said on social media?
Yeah, just a couple years
At least
ago.
5 years ago. 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
2019? No. When did the recession happened? It was the bummer period, 2009. Yeah, it's all started into.
It started.
really-
It started in his period. Yeah.
we got far worse when Hillary lost the election. And that's when it all spun out and went crazy here. That's when they put it into overdrive of Marxism and censorship.
I don't want to. Yeah, we gotta be careful.
Yep.
Hillary. We're gonna call her.
I don't want to be a Chris Wyatt and get 2 strikes and have my channel get taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that before, Bob, but we weren't saying names.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were saying it even started before that with Obama and Michael. That's who probably is behind the, potato, helping make decisions with the skin bag that's likes to talk a lot. And I think she actually just had her skin bag tightened or something, like they put it behind her head.
I'd say that one of the differences between myself and like a lot of the people in the U.S. military have been all over the world, but they're in an organization that will take care of them. They will feed them. They will guard them. They give them transportation. They're taken care of. When I travel around the world, I'm alone. So I got to survive by my wits. I've got to have eyes in the back of my head. I've got to use my brain. When I get that weird feeling about a place, don't go there. Just don't do it. And I talk a lot to the local people who give me advice about what to do, what not to do.
Yeah.
The real close call I had was when I was working in a feeding program in Cagayan de Oro City, and less than 20 miles away, a war broke out in the city called Marawi. That was close. That was
way too close.
Very close. That was scary. That was my first time in martial law, and that was very confusing, very dangerous because I'm there alone. I have no one. My family's not around, and it was dicey.
What year was that, Bob?
Oh God, I've been there so many times. 2016, 2017, something like that.
Wow, that wasn't too long ago. Wow.
Yeah, that was my first time in martial law. That was really. The lady that I knew who was working with me in the feeding program, she said, go in your hotel room and stay there and don't come out.
Yeah.
Like something just happened in Marawi. I didn't even know where Marawi was at, but I took her advice and after all the military had left the area, I came out and looked around and I saw OV-10 aircraft loaded with bombs, attack helicopters full of rockets and missiles, and you could hear the booming just a few miles away. It's like, crap. And all these trucks with cannons towed behind them, and refugees coming out, trucks full of wounded civilians.
Horrible.
Yeah, that's some of the stuff that keeps me awake at night, seeing all these people all cut up and hurt. And
that's why our Yossi is so stressed out, like what Tibor said. He said he worked with a guy who was on loan from Israel, and he said his life there was 1 second from chaos every day. Our sweet Yossi lives not far from Gaza.
That's how my wife grew up. Most of my family grew up that way. So
we have a person from Israel as well that comes up on our panel, and we love him. We love him to death, and he is in hidden chaos every day there. Like it's crazy.
That's Yossi, who I just mentioned, Raven.
That's some of the stuff that wakes me up sweating at night.
Too.
Seeing all those wounded civilians, that was pretty ugly. Some of them were dead. Some of them were still alive. There's blood everywhere in those trucks. The military's trying to get them out of the city to evacuate the civilians as fast as they could and get them to a nearby city that could give them medical treatment and some safety. And I saw all that. That was just lovely, unforgettable.
Right. Well, we can talk after this, but I'm going to end the stream because it's getting to 2 o'clock in the morning here. So I'm going to end the stream, and we can still talk after this.
Yeah, you don't have to get down.
You don't have to get down. You can stay.
Just stay.
Thank you guys for coming to the chat. This is like my first Friday. I will be taking over, but I'm not telling my schedule yet until after Poopaween because I don't want to confuse people.
And I'll switch to Saturday nights.
Yep.
No more Friday.
Yep.
You can stay. Raven.
Yeah, just hang out for a few
stay
minutes.
with
Can I
us.
say something before Corky can shuts down the stream? I was about to tell you, if you ever come to India, don't go to religious places on your own.
Yeah.
Especially
Mhm.
temples and all.
Yeah.
There's a place called Gujarat. You could actually cannot go to that temple like 50 feet, 100 feet away from it. You have to stay away from it. But there are some dinosaur eggs considered as gods there,
Mhm.
and not even National Geographic actually could get it out.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. They should like make the zones color like coded for people who travel in your.
They probably
country.
do have something like that.
But who's going to pay for
Yeah.
the paint?
No, I don't mean like that. They
Like
have
on a map.
The
Oh,
Hindus
on a
have
map.
that
Oh,
huge
okay.
holly. Is it holly where they have the colored stuff that they throw in the air? Is that celebration?
Holi.
Holly.
Well,
Yeah, so they could color the sand around the area.
That's why my first time in Cebu City, when I was alone, I hired a working girl to be a tour guide.
Yeah.
Night people.
Because there are places you
Night
can't go
people.
alone. You just can't. You can't go alone. You know.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna end the chat. You guys stick around here so we
Okay.
can do that, talk
Yeah.
more, and we'll see you Sunday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Poopaween, the pumpkin carving contest. Don't forget, at the top of the page, you can cast your vote, so you can go over there and choose who do you think is gonna win. All right, I'll see you Sunday. Peace out.